Well, welcome to our final watch along of the UIL State Weekend. I'm Will Turboff. Mike is over there. And Heights High School's Damone Green recently committed to play for Rice is our special guest on this game. Damone, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure.
Well, we've got one more game of the Texas high school football season, and it's going to be a doozy. Austin, Westlake, Denton, GUYER. We're back here in Houston at the VYPE studio. We can't show the game. Bally has exclusive rights, but you can watch along. Many people don't have Bally, as it's only on DirecTV and Xfinity and Dish. If you want the channels for that, we'll put that in the chat a little bit later on. I believe it's $6.76 for DirecTV, $37 for Xfinity. Not quite sure what it is on Dish, but if you can't watch it, we'll be here. We've got the score at the bottom right there. You can watch along with us. You can ask us some questions in the chat. You can ask Damone about his commitment to Rice, about the whole recruiting process, about what he sees in this game. We're going to have a fun time.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Well, we've got a lot of storylines in this game. It's a rematch of the 2019 6A D2 championship. In that game, Cade Klubnik didn't start. We've seen what he is now, Elite 11 MVP, Gatorade Player of the Year for Texas. But a player that did start is Jackson Arnold. He didn't start, but he did play. Jackson Arnold, a freshman at the time, was the smallest player on the field. Now one of the top quarterbacks in the country, regardless of class. Apart from that, it's Coach Todd Dodge's last game at Westlake. He is retiring. Coach Tony Salazar, the defensive coordinator for this team, will be taking over. So it's been an emotional ride. Assumed. Tony Salazar assumed head coach next year for Westlake, although he has been referenced as the next coach a couple times in the last few days. So we'll see it. GUYER's coming out right now. Westlake on their way. It seems, if you want to talk about dominant teams in the 6A era, it seems like Westlake may take the cake, right?
Yeah, I think Westlake will come out on top today. They blew out pretty much all their opponents. Powerhouse offense, really good defense. If you ask me, this is a good example of two fundamentally sound teams going at it in a state championship. So, yeah, it's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one. If you look at what Westlake did last week, not only to a top 10 team in the state, in fact, they were second in the state, but a top 10 team in the country against Katy, held them to 7 points, and they put, I believe, 45-7 the final in that one. So this offense laid by Cade Klubnik. They've got Jack Kaiser as a sophomore. They've had Jaden Greathouse for 3 years. He's still got one more to go. And right now they're getting a little pregame interview with Todd Dodge. He talked about in a couple different interviews earlier in the day how emotional the day this has been, but that he's focused on the game, he's focused on these players, and he just needs to go out there and take care of business. And they haven't lost. They've taken care of business. November of 2019, their last loss to Lake Travis.
That's a legacy right there.
That is a legacy. Yeah, and you have to think there was a comparison made earlier on, Cade Klubnik to Kyler Murray, as Kyler Murray never lost a game in high school. Cade Klubnik can finish at 30-0 if he wins this game. So a truly historic run to bring this Westlake program not only back into the state championship picture, but they're this third straight year. He hasn't lost a game. He's done everything perfect. He missed part of this season, but when he's been there, he's been the guy, top quarterback in the country. Coach Dodge said he's never let it get to him. So we'll see how it is.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting next year going forward to see how he really just fits in with the Clemson atmosphere. It's a great quarterback right there.
Yeah, Clemson getting a quarterback with high character. It seems like we've seen that a couple times. Coach Davos, when he loves him, they've kept up at Westlake games and in Death Valley, so that's a great fit there. But Cade's got 48 more minutes of football in Texas, and then he's bound to South Carolina. So it seems like we're just about ready for kickoff, and this one. Wait a few more moments. GUYER will start with the ball as Westlake is set to kick it off. Westlake, back-to-back 6A champions. They're going for the three-peat. Here is the kickoff, and he boots it for a touchback. Man, that one, that was deep to start off the game. And now this high-powered Denton Guyer offense headed out on the field, led by Jackson Arnold, previously led by Eli Stowers, now at Texas A&M. They were talking about how Jackson Arnold last year was probably better than 75% of the starters in Texas high school football, but just happened to play behind one of the best. It's a short list. You can probably count on one hand how many quarterbacks were better than Eli Stowers. So first play of the game, and Arnold eaten alive. It's going to be a sack, loss of 2. And what a way to start off this game for Westlake, a 2-yard loss. And Damone, we'll start to get your insight on a couple things, but I'll ask you this. Sack, first play of the game, how does that feel?
It really just changes the momentum. I mean, Austin Westlake getting a sack, it just tells the Denton Guyer offense that, these boys not coming here to play around.
They're not coming to play around enough.
Short game right
there. So they might have gotten back to the original line, but not much more.
Then kind of just, being able to be in a position to gain a 3-and-out in the first drive it really takes a toll on the momentum of the game. I mean, it gives the offense a high momentum striking. This is a big third down conversion, and
they can't get it.
So
they only
3
get
and out.
Yeah, about 4 yards on that one, if that, maybe 3. It'll set up a fourth down, a punting unit out, and Ethan Burke on the tackle there. Recently flipped from Michigan to the University of Texas. He won't have to go very far from Westlake Hills. Connor Robertson, offensive lineman, also headed there.
Oh, bad snap.
Botch snap.
Oh, wow. Oh,
and the
block
punt, touchdown Westlake before the offense even comes out.
Yeah.
Shaps on the board. 6-zip.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button there. So it's not 6-0 Denton Guyer, 6-0 Westlake. Let me go ahead and fix that for you right now.
Well, I saw Westlake 2 weeks ago against Vandegrift in the Region 4 finals. They had 4 block punts. They get 1 right there, and it goes for a touchdown. Now, it wasn't all on the punter because he did what everyone's told him to do is to get it off no matter what. Unfortunately, he just punted it right into the hands. And the PAT on its way, and it'll be shanked.
Wow.
That's very uncharacteristic from this Westlake unit, so 6-0, we'll leave it at that.
That's crazy. Special teams, main part of the game, especially being in the state championship game, each point counts, but special teams in the state championship game really matters. I mean, that could be the change of the whole game, that one missed field goal.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the momentum on Westlake's side right now after the block punt, but maybe a little shift. Not everything has gone bad for Guyer with the missed PAT. So Guyer will send their offense back out there, now down 6.
Great start for Westlake.
They've had a great start in every single game this year. I mean, they have not been stopped, and not even close to being stopped in a lot of these games. We've seen them have 56-point leads at halftime. We've seen them go into Waco last week and just thwart a Katy offense that couldn't be stopped prior to that game. So another kickoff for Westlake. Give it back to Guyer. That's another great kick. That one was past the end zone. And Guyer will start back out at the 25.
Let's see what they can do. I think the biggest thing for Guyer would really just try to establish the run game early on, and that way they can rely on the pass game. I mean, if you could stop the run, it would be great hands of Westlake. But if they can't stop the run, I think it'll be a long night for them.
Yeah, we know what Arnold can do. He's got the arm, he's got the precision. If they can get that pass game going and make sure that he can't get sacked, this game could be a whole different story than what it's headed towards. First down. Blocked throw, man. This Westlake defense has come to play.
One arm.
That's hard to do right there, isn't it? I mean, that's one that looks a lot easier than it is.
All right, I think I'm back, guys.
Oh, sack, right? Oh, almost.
Oh, and that one should have been picked off.
Should have been picked off.
Great pressure on the QB. These boys are bringing the heat today.
Westlake shutout, John says.
Yeah, I mean, he may be right the way things are headed right now. 3rd and 10. Arnold going to drop back. He'll get it off, but it's a short pass and won't be good for a first down. He gets about 5 yards. And I think they're probably going to send the punting unit out there again, despite what happened on the last drive.
Yeah. 2nd, 3rd, and out for the Westlake defense. Great start.
Welcome in, by the way. Sorry, I was finishing up a little work. They don't give us a lot of time between these games, so
Right,
got some highlights of the Duncanville North Shore game up on our YouTube page, and now we're back with the Denton Guyer Westlake game. As you know, Westlake up very early. Oh, they almost block it again, man. A fair catch by Westlake, and Westlake will finally get on offense here. Already up 6-0.
Oh, hey, Jonathan, just now got to see the chat. I do know that Jackson Arnold is he's a Arkansas target, although he's not committed right now. They're seeing his warm interest from Arkansas, Notre Dame, Ole Miss, and TCU. He also has a school by the name of Alabama wanting him. So, and Jackson Arnold, like we said, played in this game 2 years ago as a wide-eyed freshman. Just got obliterated by Westlake, and hate to say it, but it's looking like more of the same 2 years later. Now he's a much more polished, much more refined quarterback, but so is Westlake. So is Westlake on the defensive side. So DeMellon, first commercial break, we get a chance to talk about you a little bit more. So you decided to commit, not sign, on Thursday. You had offers from Power 5 schools, from SEC schools, and you decided to commit to Rice. Rice and Incarnate Word were actually your top two. Tell me what went into that decision.
Really just being able to think down the line. My goal is to eventually become an athletic director one day, and I think I know that Rice is going to give me the platform to compete academically and athletically, and further my knowledge and my networking skills, and lead me in the right direction to achieving that goal.
And was it always a focus being recruited to stay close to home, or was it really just that Rice was the best school that gave you that opportunity?
I think what you said is correct. I mean, I really don't think that location matters for me. Being a kid from the inner city, I mean, it's many opportunities that you can have, but not a lot of kids are able to go to Rice, and I'm very, very thankful for that opportunity.
Now, before you answer the question real quick, sorry, or ask the next question. Hey, Gus, it was a blocked punt, scoop score there for the touchdown. Not even a scoop, it landed right in his hand, so, and then it missed extra point.
It's a clock punt.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah, so we were talking about this a couple days ago. How close is it from your high school to Rice?
I'd say it's about maybe 20-minute drive, and I stay right there, like 5 minutes away from high school. I'd say it's about 15 minutes away from me.
So how often were those? We'll get back to it in a second. First down. The first time the Westlake offense has been out there, and it looks like a rush for Jack Kaiser, the sophomore. How often were those coaches up to see you?
I mean, I really got a lot of love from the Rice coaching staff from the beginning of my recruitment through the injury that I had in my junior year. They just really never left my side, and they reached out every week, really just letting me know that I have a home at Rice.
Well, that's incredible. I mean, we talked a couple weeks ago I think you just picked up the Rice offer at the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's all in the game of recruiting. It's all really about relationships and talking to Alex every week and being able to talk to Coach Calhoun and Coach Bloom. I mean, it really just went my way, came in my favor, and I think I've made the right decision for these next 4 years. But thinking later down the line, I mean, with the Rice alumni program and really just having a great foundation of being able to connect people with bigger opportunities farther than football is major for me, and I'm going to soak everything up and maximize my opportunity at Rice.
There you go. It's a very uncharacteristic 3rd and 10 now for Westlake after nothing on first down on the rush and then an incomplete pass on second. Klebnik is dropping back. He's trying to find someone, and he...
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Open.
Threw behind him there.
Yeah, so 2 uncharacteristic, first of all, drive, but throws by Klebnik. One a little too fast, and then the second one just behind us, or right in front of his receiver. So, something we didn't see coming is that Westlake may have to rely on their special teams units a little bit.
In the house, trying to get that block.
He almost did.
Yeah. So the fair catch was called for at the 37 of Guyer. They'll take over, go out there for their 3rd drive.
Look, I love Westlake, and they're probably the most dominant team in Texas. But is it the battle of the worst unis from state?
Oh, come on!
I mean, look, I'm not a fan of either of these unis. I'm not gonna lie. Let me know in the chat if you like these unis. Well, you can't really see them, but if you were to see them, I do not like them.
I mean, if you ask me, Under Armour is a pretty good sponsor for Texas high school football. So
I do like Under Armour, but I feel like these unis are a little bit lacking.
Oh, and a completed pass for Arnold.
Oh,
I was gonna
yeah.
say incomplete. That one came out late to be called incomplete.
Well, at the same time, I think because of how quick he went down, they might, never, like I said, never completed the
football move.
Yeah. Another 2nd down and 10 now for Denton Guyer as I kind of get my bearings. I'm still in kind of work mode from those highlights. Here we go. Jackson Arnold's going to take it and get almost to the first down. Going to be about 3 yards short, so 3rd down and 3 coming on.
Seems like Arnold sees how good the pass coverage has been so far, and maybe realizes that he has to take it into his own hands.
It's big 3rd down right here. Trying to play a little game, shifting the line.
And he's going to get the first down. Oh, yes, he is.
What a great second effort.
Yes, looked to be had been stopped there, but nice second effort.
It's really just knowing where the sticks are, knowing not to go down short. A little stiff arm there.
Stiff arm.
Got a little Derrick Henry in him.
Oh, there's a free play for Denton Guyer.
He's going to air this one out.
And not going to get it, but going to be a 1st and 5 for Denton Guyer coming up.
I mean, we're just through 4 minutes of this game, and I don't know if someone has taken advantage of Westlake with mistakes like this all year, through an entire game.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Free play. And the Westlake defensive back knew that from the start. He said, yeah, I'm going to make sure I get a little extra contact and get away with it here, just so you don't get that reception. So 1st and 5 now.
Screen game.
Oh. Goes down about a yard short.
Might have an injured player on the field.
So, yep. Well, yeah, a Westlake player down. Just kind of an awkward tackle there. We'll try to. Ooh, he's hurting.
Yeah. Shoulder.
Yeah, Jonathan, our R8M guy, Jackson DePasquale, is very happy about Denver Harris.
Man, just thinking back like to my little league days, I was on the team Texas Renegades. We had Cam Dewberry, Kelvin Banks, Denver Harris.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, we were stacked.
Oh man!
We won a state championship that year. I think our first loss came in the All-Star game my 7th grade year in McAllen. We lost to Fort Worth Dallas team, but ever since then, I mean, we stayed together and created a powerhouse. We had Xavier Owens at running back.
Yeah, we just saw him too.
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably like Rice. What are you talking about? You got half those guys going to A&M.
Yep, powerful schools, but
I mean, and you could have done the same thing too.
Here we go. 2nd down and 2 for Denton Guyer at the Westlake 41. Yeah, 1 second. We'll answer that question coming up. So,
Okay.
glass plot full. Yeah, it's on Bally Sports, which is on Direct TV and Xfinity, Direct TV 676
And Dish.
and Dish. Yeah, I don't know if
KXAN,
I don't though. I think with state they can't stream it, so it's not going to work. So yeah, you're going to need Direct TV or Dish or Xfinity. I know with Direct TV it's going to be 676 and Xfinity it's going to be 37. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
That's us.
that's why we're doing this for you. So that way you can be able to watch it. And of course, we can't show it. 3rd and 1, and that's gonna be short. He did not get it.
Yeah, I don't think he realized. That's what it looked
far
like. He
he
didn't
was.
realize how far away he was, and he took a jump, and didn't get the yardage. But they're gonna keep the offense out there, I think.
Oh, I think you have to at this point. I mean,
great effort, but I mean, even better effort by the Westlake defense.
Yeah, he lost all of his momentum. Well, he got hit before he could even go down. But even if he had gone down, it would have been
Still
hard
been
for him to
short,
still
yeah.
run. Yeah.
here we go.
Game
4th
of
down
inches.
and yeah, 4th down and it's like an inch. I mean, 2 foot is what their little thing says on the thing. So here we go, back and still in shotgun formation. He's gonna go right up there. He's gonna get the
Yeah.
first down. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have hit the
ball come.
outside.
Did this second ball come out? I think it. No.
That was great awareness and great vision by Arnold, because the way that play is designed, he's probably supposed to go inside and just go straight through the line, and he goes right outside of the left tackle and easily gets the first down. I'd like to know when last time that Westlake hasn't scored on offense in the first quarter. I think we'd have to go back a couple years.
Oh, big run.
Looks like we might have a face mask coming or a hold, one or the other. That's where you throw that flag in that area. We'll see what the penalty is here. But Denton moving the ball on Westlake.
Oh yeah. Didn't quite see this coming. At least from the start of the game, especially after that first drive, they went 3 out and then.
Block punt.
Yeah, face mask on Westlake. So Dane Guyer, first down, deep inside of Westlake territory right now.
I mean, if I'm in that position, I'm ready to dial it up now. Momentum's changing.
The momentum has definitely shifted after Westlake wasn't able to score.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't able to get a first down. That doesn't happen.
A QB keeper has been big for them.
Oh,
so far.
he's
This might
going
be
to
a
go all
touchdown.
the way. Jackson Arnold with the touchdown.
And Denton Guyer,
It looks like
They
he's
are
going to do
about
it
to
all
be-
today.
they are an extra point away from taking the lead in this one.
Great drive. Good way to answer.
Oh. He got a nice block. Tell you what, I didn't see this game being tied up this soon.
Well, it is still early after all, so I mean, I didn't think Denton Guyer would be shut out. So, but now Denton Guyer with the lead.
Almost blocked.
Yeah, that was very close to being blocked. Arnold going to take it in, take a few seconds off, and probably warm up a little bit more for that next drive.
Yeah. Westlake offense coming back on the field. See if they can make something shake.
Yeah, Westlake not having the lead for the first time in the season, that may be right.
Was that the first time they don't have a lead?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully we do get to talk to Denver Harris. He's
Well, actually, I think John talking about KXAM makes me feel he's an Austin kid, or at least living in Austin, so he would know, and maybe he's watched all these games. So, yeah, but definitely surprising.
I mean, the only game that I would think of is maybe that second game against Trinity. I can tell you if they've, been tied or trailed at the end of a quarter. It doesn't look like it. I mean, you want to talk about it in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not in the playoffs.
Definitely not in the playoffs. 54-9, 70-7, 56-0, 70-7, 45-14. So
there you go. I'm from Houston. I just took a guess, but the Franklin boys, Eric from Eric Mears, those Franklin Lions, man, they look mighty impressive. 0 passing yards.
You got some boys on that Franklin team.
0 passing yards and won
dogs.
the game. Yeah, 0. I think all 3 of their running backs were just spectacular for them.
I don't know if we had anyone out at that 2019 game, but if we can get a picture of Jackson Arnold, they showed it on the broadcast a little bit earlier on. But the difference between him then and him now, I mean, he looks like he was in about 6th grade in that game.
You know what that goes down back to going into a great program with a great strength and conditioning
Yeah,
team.
they said they had a new coaching staff there. He got in the weight room, got a little taller. Malcolm Murphy was amazing.
Yep.
I mean, he may be the best performer that we've seen.
He got himself some college offers with that performance, and that's a fact. We know that because we saw what happened the next day. So, great game by Franklin for sure, and Malcolm Murphy. Well, here we go. Westlake about to get the ball for the second time down for maybe we think the first time for this season. And this one goes going to bounce. Oh no, it does not. And now this is dangerous.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Bad,
Things have just gone from bad to worse. Very bad.
And we kind of talked about this earlier. Like you can try and let it kind of bounce into the end zone for a touchback, but sometimes the ball doesn't cooperate like that. So Westlake with a little bit of adversity right now.
Yeah,
make it the 2. They're gonna put it at the 2, but still, man,
bad.
Ooh.
Close.
I wonder if they have the same role as the NFL. So in the NFL, and Randall Cobb for the Packers, who was with the Packers at the time, he's back now, but this was before, a few years back. He would put his foot out of bounds and touch the ball, and that becomes kicking out of bounds. And I'm wondering if that's the same role here. And
picked off.
Interception! Wow.
This is momentum change,
man,
for the Austin Westlake offense.
What's going on here?
Man. Dan Guyer with some swagger in this first quarter.
We haven't seen this since Klubnik's been on the team. I mean,
he's in the right position.
Will is speechless, everyone.
And I am.
I think his foot went out of bounds right there.
And Klubnik threw that one away. If he had taken another second, that's a safety.
Well, here we go. First down for Dan Guyer. Now let's see what this defense, that's just been good all year, does.
Whoa. So 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
See if they can.
Dan Guyer didn't want to hear any of that talk all week. That's what it was.
Oh, great pull. It's about 2 yards on the carry.
That's been an issue with a lot of the games we've seen. The quarterback hasn't been able to pull in and hold on to it, and Jackson was there.
Yeah, he was.
And the way Denton Guyer offense is moving, it's kind of reminding me of the earlier game I was watching today with Shadur Sanders.
Jackson State
versus,
game.
South Carolina State. Towards the end of the game, Shadur was trying to pull it and get as much as possible.
No, and there's the Westlake defense we know. Nice stack there.
Taking the safety might have been better than a Guyer touchdown for the Chaps. You might be right, yeah, because this Westlake defense is.
We'll see here. I mean, if they get the stop here, probably will punt, and then you get no points. So it's
right.
Do you go with the points or not? So I mean, you go with the safety. It is only a field goal game, but maybe he saw something down there. Maybe just the pressure caused that throw to be a little off target. So we'll see here in a second. Big third down coming up for both squads.
-4 yards on the drive so far. Arnold.
We got a little. Oh, he's got some room here. Ken Westlake defense will get him, and now decision time.
So I think you're probably gonna. I think you punt this one.
No, they're going for it here. You can already tell.
Oh.
I think they're going to go for it.
It's a big move right here.
Yeah, I understand because the momentum's on your side. Mm-hmm. If you lose it here and Westlake goes down the field and gets a touchdown, they're back up, and once they get up, they usually don't go down. I mean, we saw something with this last Guyer touchdown that we don't see in Westlake games. So,
well, here we go. 4th down and 7 from the Westlake 39-yard line, and there's going to be a pass looking to. And that could be a fumble.
Well, it's
incomplete or fumble. Regardless, this is Westlake's ball. Huge stand by the Westlake defense, and now Westlake getting some decent field position out of this.
I mean, it actually would have been better for Westlake if it was an incomplete pass, but not much of a difference. It looked like it was Aiden Ponce that picked it up. See who they're crediting with the forced fumble. So we'll take another look right here.
Oh.
Yeah, that looks like a fumble to me.
And I think I know who that is. It's Ethan Burke, the Texas commit.
Texas commit who was Michigan commit.
Flipped on signing day. They've got 2 going to Texas. And
so there you go. Taking the safety was not the better choice there. Westlake coming up big on their defensive side. So here we go. The offense, which has been their strength all season, struggled with the first 2 series, and they are going to go review whether this was a incomplete pass or not. Mainly for ball, mainly for position purposes. This is Westlake ball regardless. So
I don't think they'll spend too much time on this just because it's Westlake ball.
Yeah, clearly a fumble. I mean,
Burke's in the cast. I just now noticed that.
Oh yeah,
we've seen a couple players in a cast,
and I didn't see him in a cast because I was there for their signing days on Wednesday. Did not see him in a cast, so I wonder if that injury is fairly new.
Yeah, I didn't see him in a cast a couple weeks ago, so. I'm going to say that this is a fumble.
Oh, yeah, clearly a fumble. But regardless, Westlake ball, they'll be fine with that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's only an extra 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Refs hopefully don't take too much time on something that's,
real small.
Real small, yeah. I mean, I don't know why he's still there. I mean, unless they're looking at something different. If someone's watching the game and, seeing, I think someone's here is watching the game. If they're reviewing something else, but that's the only thing we see is that they're reviewing whether it's a fumble or an incomplete pass.
And I think this drive really defines the brotherhood of the Austin Westlake team. I mean, going out, get bad field position, then you give up an interception, you come back and stop them, actually get a turnover. I mean, that really tells you that the brotherhood is really tight, no adversity.
He just said all I saw was rolling stands, first down. So all that for really nothing. And now let's see this Westlake offense.
Yeah, I think you could have confirmed it there, but they don't. Not that it makes any difference. So they're showing Klubnik and Jaden Greathouse, only a junior, but has played in all 3 of the state championship games for Westlake the last couple of years.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for Westlake, and now we're getting another 5 yards there.
Wow.
Defensive offsides, they get 1st and 5.
That was coming in with some power right there. A little too early, though.
How do you keep your head up as a defensive line guy when you're the only one that goes offsides and maybe it's not it's not the whole line and you feel like you've really made a mistake?
Really, I just try to calm myself back down. It actually happened to me in the playoff game versus Memorial. Going into the third quarter, I had a major false start, and my guys really just uplifted me and told me that, it's okay. You live to fight another down, and that's what you have to live by, especially playing in the trenches.
1st and 5 for Westlake. They'll get 4. Jack Kaiser, who was about 6 inches shorter than everyone else on the field.
And a sophomore.
Romeo, there is not any website that you can watch it for free. If you have DirecTV or Xfinity or Dish, then you can watch it on TV, but there are no free streams. And actually, there's no paid streams either.
No, you have to have one of those 2 networks, or 3, I guess you could say. But anyway, 2nd down and 1 for Westlake, and looks like they're going to have a pass to, is that Jaden Greathouse?
Greathouse.
What a catch.
And he is going to go
can't catch that, man.
Way.
Touchdown, Westlake. So there you go, kind of getting their feet under them right now. Now you think they go for 2 here?
I think they will. I think the offense is humming, and go ahead and send them out there. When you only need 2 yards, you get Jaden Greathouse on a fade. We saw it in the game last year.
Look at that catch. What a beautiful catch by Jaden Greathouse.
He is just...
Beautiful ball.
Beautiful ball, yes.
Put it right in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is... I hope that Jaden Greathouse ends up at Clemson. Because
look at that speed, too. I mean, they are going to go for the extra point here. So, chance to make it a 6-point game. And no shank this time. Now it is 13-7.
Right down the middle.
And Jaden is fired up. 2:50 left in the first quarter. Westlake 13, Denton GUYER 7. Man, you love to see. Man, just that's beauty. That's the thing of beauty right there.
Beautiful pass, beautiful catch, and he's got the wheels.
Now, has he said he's gonna? Is he a verbal to Clemson?
He is not a verbal to Clemson. He is a verbal to nowhere.
Of course, I don't know if this means anything, but maybe he was just supporting his good friend Kate Klubnik, but while at the National Signing Day, he was rocking some Clemson gear. But again, it could just rocking his. Could be just.
He liked Klubnik, and really Klubnik, a late riser by some standards. He didn't play a sophomore year, and didn't go into his junior season with a lot of offers. He of course got them pretty quickly once he started playing, but didn't get that Clemson offer until January, February. So Greathouse doesn't have an offer to Clemson as it is. He's got Arkansas, Baylor, Miami, Oklahoma, Penn State, and Texas, which is ridiculous considering he's the top receiver the top receiver target for the best quarterback in the country.
Yeah, with that catch, I definitely think he'll get some looks.
Well, that's one of the things we've seen with one of the good things about playing for a state championship is you get that little bit of exposure that you might not have. Especially true for you think 1A through 4A. A lot of these athletes in 5A and 6A get a little more exposure, but still, even so, some teams might see the Jaden Greathouse for the first time and see what they have missed so far, if you will.
Yeah, I don't know how Clemson hasn't offered this guy yet, considering Coach Swinney has been out to several of their games.
Well, here we go. Another drive for Denton GUYER. Let's see what they can do after the turnover on downs last time. First down, and it looks like it's going to be a pass. Well, I guess quarterback keeper, but yeah, no run pass option, and he gets tripped up for a gain of maybe 1.
Barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm. I say 2nd and 10.
Yep, 2nd and 10 indeed. And let's see what the plan is here for Denton GUYER. We're going to have a quick little pass here. And 3rd and about 5 coming up for Denton GUYER. Kind of a big 3rd down. I know it's still early and everything like that, but you kind of start feeling that momentum starting to shift back to Westlake a little bit. So huge 3rd down upcoming here.
Westlake takes the life out of teams. We've seen that for years and years, and they definitely did. I mean, once you have a pass and a catch by Greathouse that just looks effortless, and he just runs down the field like it's nothing, the momentum has shifted. It already has.
Yeah. 3rd and 5. And screen coming. And Westlake is all over that. Not anything there for them.
A couple late hits there away from the ball. I'll tell you what, number 90, Ethan Burke, we've already said his name a couple times. There just aren't people built like him. Not just football players. There aren't athletes at all built like him. So if he gains some weight in college, about 20 minutes away from where he lives right now, up at the 40 acres. He will be one of their best players quickly.
Here we go. Punt incoming for Denton GUYER.
On that one.
We got a fair catch at the 36 of Westlake.
So now Westlake, they found their rhythm at least a little bit on one play. I think go ahead and take another shot. I mean, it's worked. Get that separation. Forget about that first 2 drives. Take over. That's what they have the ability, and wouldn't be surprised to see them do it.
Mm-hmm.
There we see 54 to 977.
Only their highest amount of scores allowed, 14 against Katy.
To a
and
top
that
10 team in the country.
Well, that 14 was in garbage time. This is weird. So Valley currently has about 2 minutes left, but I didn't see them run the clock after that last third down. This is, I guess that's the right time. I'm going to have to change it here. Oh, we got a little flea flicker trickery here, and 33 gets the ball and gets the first down. Yeah. Hey, where can you watch the game? You can watch the game on Xfinity channel 37 or DirecTV channel 676. Dish, I think Dish might also have it, but we don't know the channel number there. Unfortunately, Valley Sports isn't on many networks, so that's why we're kind of doing this. Just so you guys can follow along for those that don't have Valley Sports, because many don't.
See, we don't see Westlake pull out a lot of trick plays, and I think this shows that Coach Dodge is laying it all out.
Oh, that is a fumble. Oh, this could be a touchdown? No. But, man, that is a fumble. Wow.
Just saying, he has to lay it all out, and even after that, it's going to be more so. And he is pissed at Jack Kaiser. Oof.
It's nothing better than a big man covering the phone trying to make it to that touchdown.
Denton GUYER hanging in there early with some turnovers.
I'd be surprised if we don't get a second look at this. Here we go.
This was clearly a fumble, I think.
Oh,
yeah, clearly a fumble.
Way to strip the ball.
Kaiser showing some of his inexperience, maybe. Playing on the big stage.
I mean, he's only a sophomore.
Right, playing in one possession game. He's not used to that either. So
here we go, Denton GUYER with some great field position, and we're gonna get a pass here. And
they're trying to get him.
And they almost did. I think he caught that. Yeah, they're gonna say he caught it.
Second and about 3.
And they're going quick. Not exactly hurry up, but definitely faster than they usually do. I think that was completed too.
Roll pass.
It's receivers doing a great job. That one likely incomplete. GUYER with a chance to maybe tie this one up or go ahead before the end of the quarter.
We got a handoff here. He's got some space on the left. And he got at least a first down. Yeah, first and I believe goal here.
Good way to keep the sticks moving. Great block.
He's looking in the end zone and he gets a touchdown.
Yeah, that's
just
a bad play on the DB. I mean, he gave up. All those balls already out, Never give up.
So now you wonder, maybe they should have gone for 2 here. Denton GUYER looking to regain the lead.
So now in one quarter, pending the PAT, Westlake will have given up as many points as they have given up in any
playoff game.
And we are in the finals. Here's the PAT.
It is good.
It's good. Wow. 14-13, GUYER leads. Westlake tying the highest they've given up in the playoffs so far.
Man, what a game.
it's only on one channel now.
You're fine. So, here we go. Westlake, for really the first time in a long time, facing some adversity.
Yeah, for the first time, I would say, since the state championship game last year, we did kind of go back and forth early on. Of course, they ran away with it in the second half against Southlake Carroll. I mean, you have to go back to Thanksgiving of 2019 when they trailed Lake Travis a lot of the game.
And here we go. Gonna take it out.
Yeah, Gene, 100%. The score shows how big the North Shore Duncanville game was on defense. We did not have this many points in the first quarter, and we weren't even close to it. So.
And Westlake kind of starting to shoot themselves in the foot a little bit. Looks like they're gonna probably have a block in the back or something and move the ball back. And sometimes it's best to just maybe catch it and start at the 25. Try and do a little too much, and it's gonna cost you here. And if you are Westlake, this is very uncharacteristic of Westlake, right?
Yeah.
Small little mistakes here and there. It's something we really haven't seen from them all season. So not to, if you're Coach Dodge, and I think maybe this is waking up Westlake. They maybe thought this was going to be a walk in the park, and it's the first thing from that. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 9, and they're just going to probably. It looks like the quarterback keeper here. He's got some room on the edge, and we know he can run. So first down for Westlake as we end the first quarter with Westlake down. Definitely, most likely, the first time they've been down all season, I would have to assume.
Klubnik just walking to the other side of the field.
And of course, the biggest key play so far is the missed extra point on the first touchdown for Westlake.
Yeah, we think about Westlake kind of gearing up in the season. They have those out-of-district games. They have one of the hardest out-of-district schedules. They take care of business. They go against Euless Trinity. Temple, a good team too, and then they face some teams in Region 4 that maybe don't have much business playing in the round that they were. They go against Vandergrift, who's a top 25 team in the state, beat them by 63, and then it goes up to Katy, and you think you can't get much higher than Katy, at least in the 6AD2 bracket. So maybe, like you were saying, they thought this was going to be a walk in the park after they played a much better team on paper than they are this week. They've got to figure it out soon. Throw in the chat what you think of this game so far, what you think of Westlake's defense, of Jackson Arnold. Throw it all our way. And if you have any questions for Damone, throw it our way too. We're here for everything.
Definitely a big first quarter game. When did Valley Sports buy out Fox Sports?
So they actually rebranded Fox Sports into Valley. I want to say opening day of baseball season last year. Valley had a great pre-game package about Westlake's mission this year to remember two of their former players, Jake Ellinger and Jackson Coker, who both passed away during the preseason. 36-16, that's been on their warm-up shirts all year. It's at the gates at Chaparral Stadium. Coach Dodge said he wants this to be remembered long.
Someone says, hey, Jacques, can you lend me your Xfinity account? Well, here we go. First down for Westlake to start the second quarter. And like I said, I'm pretty sure they're finding themselves challenging for the first time this year into the second quarter.
yeah, we haven't really seen this team as a unit have to face adversity, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. That's what they'll do. They'll give it to Great House, who will get the first down and a little bit more, I think.
It is indeed first down. Jaden Greathouse there. Nice catch. Felt like he almost lost the ball for a second there, but was able to hold on to it.
That was a tough catch.
Yeah.
He can bring down just about anything.
So we got a handoff. He's going to get about 4 yards. Call it 3 yards there on the first down. And we got a little extracurriculars there.
Yeah, Jonathan, I think that Jackson probably does know that Denver committed to Texas A&M after that Duncanville North Shore game.
Second down and 7 for Westlake. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Got a little boot action.
He's looking for nothing and throws it away.
We don't see throwaways from Clay Klubnik. That's he generally makes something into nothing. Can't there. So this Guyer defense is really catching him by surprise.
Oh, definitely. I mean, this is a good defense. I mean, look what they did with Tomball. Now, I'm not saying Tomball is Westlake level, but I mean, just a really, really good defensive effort last week. I mean, they put that game away early because of their defense.
So we know Klubnik's special. He's got over 7,000 passing yards at Westlake, and that's in 2 years. 2,000 more than.
Let's call it 2.5. I mean, he did play some.
That's right.
We got another pass to Greathouse and incomplete. And
so
4th
incomplete
and 7.
Wow.
Jane Greathouse wanted a flag. Is not going to get it. So looks like Westlake's going to have to punt.
He better get off the field before they call unsportsmanlike conduct on him.
Could this be the Jackson Arnold revenge tour?
That's what what's that his name? Greg Tepper was calling this the Jackson Arnold revenge game. He wanted to speak it into existence. He wouldn't say that it was going to happen because you don't bet against Westlake, but he did say maybe.
Punt is away, and looks like he might let it bounce here.
Oh, risky move to pick it up, and
luckily not to lose it there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 10:43 left in this one, and I mean, Tim Guyer can really start putting some pressure. And maybe that's the thing. Hey, Westlake, they really haven't faced a lot of pressure. No. And so, what does a team do when they have to face pressure for the first time? And I mean, as good as Kate Klubnik is, and let's not get it wrong, he's amazing. He hasn't really faced any pressure this year. So, what do you do when you're faced with that adversity for the first time all season? And Tim Guyer really has the chance to kind of put that on him right now.
Yeah, and I think what it comes down to is that after they get the block punt, they're up. So this Westlake offense goes out there feeling like, oh, well, we're already in the lead. We don't have to go pedal to the metal. We can just kind of breathe through this game because now we've taken the lead. Well, they were 3 and out in the first drive. They can't do what they've just been doing. They need to adjust to Guyer's level. And all season, it's been other teams adjusting to their level and failing at it. So for them to have to play up on someone is it's shocking and it's scary if you're Westlake.
Yeah, very interesting for the Westlake offense to see if their game plan changes.
Everyone in the chat, is this a shocking, turn of events so far in this game? 14-13, Denton Guyer ahead. Let us know.
If Westlake comes back and potentially wins this game, I'm pretty sure that defensive MVP would go to the guy who returned that punt.
That punt, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now I've noticed that we know that the voting, from other state events takes place starting at baseball's fourth inning or something. So the voting starts a little bit sooner. So in the last game, in the North Shore game, for example, the player that got the interception at the end of the game probably didn't get defensive MVP because it happened so late in the game and people had already placed their votes. Yeah, so 6 yards, 2 interceptions for Jackson Arnold 2 years ago. He's got a little bit more than that tonight.
Yes. All right, here we go. First down and 10 for Denton Guyer. And it looks like we got a pass here. And incomplete. Good start to this drive for Denton Guyer.
What? I mean, he's just finding players open left and right. This is that wasn't even contested.
Yeah, not at all.
He was wide open.
We got another pass coming. And wide open once again. So another first down for Den Guyer, and they are moving the chains.
2 back-to-back first downs.
And have they crossed into Westlake territory now?
I believe so, yeah. They're already at the 41-yard line of Westlake. First down and 10 once again, and they're just keep on doing that little kind of read option almost. Run-pass option. Get another 5 yards on first down, and this Westlake defense going to have to step up.
Not really. Denton Guyer's a great team, but I'm from the 409. I'm going to stick the yellow jacket Todd Dodge. That's what I'm talking about.
And there we go. Got a blitz from Westlake, and they get to him. Going to be a third down and long for Denton Guyer. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be a blowout by any means, but I didn't think Westlake was going to have much trouble in this one. Thought it'd be a little close maybe, but yeah, they've looked a little shaky early on. Here we go, big third down for both squads.
3rd and 13. Here's the stat that Westlake needs if they want to get the momentum back.
Looks like a QB keeper all the way. Yeah, it's going to be a sack.
Arnold was going to try to take it himself. There was no room for him to go. And I think it kind of hurt Guyer coming into this game, playing in the D2 Region 1, because that's not a particularly loaded region as it is in D1, when you've got South Lake Carroll and Allen and Dallas Jesuit. But, Guyer took care of business against Atascocita earlier this season. They had a great district season. So not surprising to see it here. Hey, FDF, you can watch this game on Bally Sports. It is on channel 37 on Xfinity, channel 676 on DirecTV, and we're not sure which channel on Dish. But if you don't have one of those, you are here with us, like quite a few other people, where we are watching along the game. We've got the score right there. Got the downs. Yeah, every game.
So
Just
far,
Chad.
yeah.
Nice to see you, Just Chad. Yeah, Valley Sports doesn't work for a lot of people. Thankfully, we've got the game, and we're watching it along.
Oh, Dan Guyer had this one from the start.
Oh,
and a
ball
fumble
came
again.
out.
And who got the ball?
And
Westlake does come up with it.
I mean, being in that field position, I think that was a bad call. I mean, if anything, try to get down the field, press against your own goal line now.
That's it seems like the nerve is just getting to Kaiser a little bit. He's not holding onto the ball like he usually does, and that's a loss of 7 on first down.
Definitely taking an impact early.
And this does not feel like a 14-13 game.
No, not at all. A lot of momentum changes early on in the game.
Looks like a little QB draw here. He got a little bit of room and nice kind of saving tackle, if you will. There, grabbed him by the arm, and he had some room if he didn't get him there.
That's a scary way to tackle someone. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but
Yeah, definitely.
taking out the quarterback's arm.
3rd down and 9 coming up here.
Big third down for the Westlake offense. See if they can convert here.
Now, you know the refs are a little lax here. You have the coach like at the 10-yard line giving the signal.
Yeah.
Don't think that's allowed, but here we go. 3rd down and 9. Got a pass from K. Clement coming. He's holding on to the ball too long, and that's going to be a hold. So this one,
they'll decline.
Yeah.
Man, Klubnik is, as Sam Darnold would say, seeing ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
He's not had pressure like this as a starter. Yeah, Gene. I don't know if Westlake is lacking or if Guyer just brought something that nobody has seen. Not even Prosper in the last round. Not Boswell a couple of rounds before that.
It could be offsetting penalties, maybe. Let's see.
Won't really matter. We'll have a 4th and 10 either way. I think.
No, if it's offsetting. Oh. There we go. Yep. Holding offense. Offense offset. So 3rd down and 9 once again. So offsetting penalties. So get a little break here for Westlake. Get another chance to do it over.
And Westlake needs a break. They needed one more chance. Because after 8 yards on 2nd down, it looked like maybe they were going to get going again. I think he probably frowns Greathouse here, but they're going to double cover him all night.
Klubnik back to pass. Get some better protection. Oh my goodness. Oh, this might have cost him a 1st down. It looked like he had the 1st down, but by coming back, we'll see what the spot is. And he is short.
Inches.
Just like Timon said, you got to know where you are on the field.
But, I mean, talk about just awareness. I mean, 3 thought he had an interception there, but as at Greathouse, you've got to make your way upfield there.
Yeah,
You have to know where you are on the field.
Him,
I mean, he has the 1st down right there if he just doesn't cut it back.
He's too worried about making the big play and not the 1st down.
And
Whoa!
I mean, you have to punt there. If you don't get it, you're giving Denton a great field position.
I mean, Greathouse just cost him a drive right there.
Yeah, you definitely got to know where the sticks are. I mean, once you get to the sticks, they really can just tell where you are going forward. But
takes a very nice Westlake bounce all the way to about the 21-yard line. So, yeah. I mean, but, at the end of the day, he is still a high school kid,
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't want to bash on him too much. He's a good friend of ours, too.
Yeah.
So,
he'll learn from that.
But sometimes you see guys just trying to make big plays. That's what he was trying to do. He knows that he can do it. He wants to go another 10, 15, 20 yards. And we already saw the separation that he can get. Greathouse is supposed to lower the shoulder there. You're right.
Especially, I mean, he's not a small kid. Big body receiver.
He was being recruited as a tight end for a while, and I think people saw him at wideout a little bit and said, "Hey, you can play receiver for us." Yeah, Rage Extreme. Guyer is underrated. We'll admit it. And I think the majority of people, their last impression of Denton Guyer is 2 years ago when they played Westlake. And when they had a collapse, when Eli Stowers went down and Arnold came in and threw a couple picks. So maybe 2 years people have just been stewing because they went down a little bit earlier in the playoffs last year. But Dodgers teams do not let down.
And it is still only the second quarter.
It's only the second quarter.
It's a 1-point game right now.
Yeah. It would be a tie ball game if a PAT
point,
wasn't shanked. Get back to the game. Just about halfway through the second quarter.
All right.
Denton Guyer only 43 miles away from
And think about this
Stadium.
though. 5 appearances, and they've been around less than 20 years.
Wow.
Denton Guyer,
Yeah, because
two-time state champs under Coach Walsh, who's now at San Marcos.
and Denton ISD has had a
Powerhouse
couple years.
Name and Denton Ryan. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Denton Guyer. And nice job on 1st down to get about 7 or 8 yards. I'm going to call it 7. So under 6 minutes now, halfway through the second quarter, and Denton Guyer Trying to move the ball here.
Great effort by Phillips right there.
A quarterback run here.
Arnold's going to get about 3
Nice
out of this.
pursuit. There might be a flag here, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, late hit out of bounds.
See, Westlake doing things they haven't done all year, and they're making mistakes, and they're letting it get to their head, and that was just a bad late hit. I mean, he was clearly on his way out and out by the time he was hit. And Arnold's, he's cool. He's controlled right here. Yeah, that's a bad hit.
That one's a little iffy, though, because he's still in when when number 2 kind of
I think he's out.
launches at him, so it's a tough one. I get why they threw the flag down.
That's 15 yards right there. I mean,
Yeah.
that's when you have Guyer on a 3rd down. That's, I mean, and you know, as a defensive player, how bad those personal foul calls are.
Yeah, definitely in a big game like this where it's a 1-score game, you can't really have a lot of penalties.
Now, 1st and 10, be a handoff.
Oh, TFL right there.
Yeah, 2 yards. It looks like.
Looks like Burke on the tackle.
Guyer beat Prosper, I think, last week.
Correct.
No, Guyer beat Tomball last week. Yeah, Tomball was hot all year.
Oh, he's short there. He started his slide before the 1st down.
They'll give it to him.
No, I don't know if
didn't
they
give it
will.
to him.
Yeah.
Wow.
3rd down.
3rd and 1. Got some subs going.
And he will
Get the first down, I
he'll
think.
barely get it. Yeah, they give him the 1st down. And
They're gonna have to start doing something about that because he's found those openings on those when he's going back to pass, and that pocket just opens up for him to run. And so Westlake's gonna have to work on keeping him from escaping the pocket like that. And this is Guyer. This is what you want. You want to score before halftime, leave Westlake no time.
yeah, pretty short gain on 1st down. Yeah, Tomball had an incredible run. We thought they were 1st-round exits. They had 3 district losses. They beat Cy Park in the 1st round. Then just kept winning. They beat Bridgeland. They beat Rockball Heath. 2nd and 7.
And
Incomplete.
incomplete pass.
Here's the stop for Westlake.
Yep.
Guyer might just beat Westlake. They're up by 1 point now, and they've got the ball in Westlake territory.
Playing with confidence, 100%. And Westlake not playing with confidence, right? At least on the offensive side. Defense still looking pretty strong. I mean, seen some good plays on their defensive side, but Westlake offense has not looked good all game. I mean, they had that one great pass to Greathouse. That was it.
Yeah, and just being a defensive player, I mean, once you go out and get a couple stops or at least just try to stop the momentum of the opposing team, it eventually takes the toll on the defense. And probably later in the 3rd to 4th quarter when the Austin Westlake offense probably gets going, the defense might be already tired.
Yeah. The defense has been out there for a long time. We have a timeout here?
Yeah, didn't guy call a timeout.
For 3rd down conversions. A lot of games that had 75 yards or less on the ground.
Yeah, this Westlake team has high aspirations every year. We know Coach Dodge holds those teams up.
Here we go, 3rd and 7 for Denton Guyer. 4:14 remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Arnold headed back out there. So this is the most important play of the game so far.
And just another quarterback run, and Westlake is not going to let him get that first down. So 4th down coming, and let's see what Denton Guyer decides to do here. I mean, this could be 4-down territory.
I think it is. Yeah,
Yeah, they're staying on the field here.
Arnold out there.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised to see more of the same. Just another quarterback run. I mean, that's kind of been their bread and butter early, and it's been working. Or do another kind of a little quick slant. That's been working for them as well. I think one of those 2 plays is what you're looking at here for Denton Guyer.
Maybe even that bubble screen. We saw that. Obviously, he underthrew one a couple minutes ago, but
I wouldn't be surprised if they go with like a GT.
It looks like we're going to have another timeout here by Denton Guyer.
yeah, the ball is at the 42 right now.
I believe it's in the 30s, maybe. Westlake's 40.
Westlake's 40.
Hey, that's right. Raging Stream. Halftime adjustments. Definitely going to be the key here. 40-yard line, King. 40-yard line of Westlake. So inside the Westlake's territory.
– Westlake still has all 3 of their timeouts, so maybe an opportunity to get at least 1 score here. Revenge Pluto says Westlake finna win. Well, they're down by 1 right now, and they haven't looked too confident this half. So if they're gonna win, they've got to change some things, and that's not something we say about Westlake. I sound like a broken record. That's not something that we see from Westlake. Westlake doesn't do this, but it's just true. In the time that I've been covering high school football, Westlake has only lost 1 game.
Yeah, been a powerhouse for the last few years.
It will be a second half game.
It's going to be a pass going for it deep.
Oh.
Incomplete. Nice defense there by 24. 5 had it in his hands, and the last second gets poked out.
So do you like the contact there, or do you think it was a little bit too much?
I think it was fine. I mean,
See the replay here.
A defensive guy, I think you have to give a little contact there.
He plays the ball. That was he had his head
right there.
Yeah, head turned the whole way. Turns the last second to find it and knock it out. That's beautiful defense right there.
Yeah. Welcome back, Kelvin. Glad to see you. On us with the last game. Got a few more people coming up, ready for what looks to be a great game in the second half.
Well, here we go. Big for Westlake. Westlake can score here, then they get the ball to start the second half. That's going to be huge for them.
I mean, 3 minutes 23 seconds. They could get 2 scores in the half.
Get a quarterback keeper, and going to be dragged down after a gain of about 3 or 4. I think Kate Klubnik may have wanted a horse collar. Not going to get it though.
Yeah, and he's not the guy to be asking for penalties. That's just not who he is. And how many times have we seen him do that little read option and go out that side? And how many times has it gone for 2 yards?
Yeah.
Never.
And Calvin, we definitely got a close one. A lot of people thought this might be the snoozer of the tournament, and not so. Here we go. Kate Clement rolls to the left. He's going to get sacked.
Whoa.
Wow. We're going to get a timeout here by Dan Guyer. Maybe they're going to wait to use it until after 3rd down, but it's 3rd and a mile now.
Yeah.
3rd and 14.
Got to put it in there. I mean, the way the game is going now, you already know who they're going to.
Etheridge on the sack there. Denton Guyer, one of the only teams with names on the back of their jerseys.
3rd and 14. Klugman back to pass, going to get a quick bubble screen, and nothing doing. Absolutely nothing. Great House, lucky to get 3 yards there. And yeah, there comes the timeout. No.
Big fell on the stop.
So Denton Guyer will not use their timeout. That's kind of surprising if you ask me.
And it looks like are they keeping the offense?
I think they're going to just go into the last second, yeah. They're going to call a timeout here. They're going to let the play clock run down. They said, if you're not going to call a timeout, that's fine. We'll just run the clock down. Dan Guyer content to let them do that and save their timeout for their offensive possession.
Kelvin, you're right. I mean, Atascocita playing a team that won 6A D1. They had to play them twice. They didn't win either one of those games. but they fought in both of them, and then Westlake takes the timeout. So go ahead, and then they also lost to Guyer.
1 second. Peter, right now Westlake has the ball, but it is 4th and 11, so they'll be punting with 1 minute, 27 seconds left in the second quarter. And Denton Guyer will have 1 timeout. So figure Denton Guyer will get the ball somewhere probably around the 35-yard line with about minute 15 left.
Yeah, didn't think about that until today, that Atascocita possibly playing both of the 6A champions after we've seen this. And beating Allen in Eagle Stadium.
Yeah, not a problem, Peter.
Consecutive wins.
Last lost October 11th, 2019 to Lake Travis.
What a great Lake Travis team that was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was something else. And then Westlake said, you know what? Forget about that. And then they won every other game. And won a state championship.
Of course, win D2 that year while Lake Travis win D1, losing to North Shore on the way North Shore's second title there. This punt is away. And it looks like we're going to get it at about the 14. So
great punt.
Yeah, great punt there for Westlake. And so a minute 19 with 1 timeout remaining for Denton Guyer. Plenty of time left for this Denton Guyer squad, so they can score in a hurry, and we'll see what they do. Of course, you got to look out for his legs for Jackson Arnold, and excuse me. And this Westlake defense is going to have to keep him contained.
1:19 to go in the half. We'll see how aggressive Guyer is here. I mean, I think maybe they'll take a deep shot on first or second.
Or maybe start with the run, right? That's what you see a lot of in these cases. You start with the run, just kind of get a gauge of where what you can do. So here we go. Yeah, right there. Going to get to the
19 or 20?
19-yard line. So ball still moving. Not going to call a timeout just yet. So we'll see what they decide to do here.
If it goes right, I think they'll take a shot, try to go up, going into half, knowing that Westlake will be getting the ball.
Yeah, I mean, you have to think that Westlake is going to make several changes at halftime.
Going to have to.
They already made the changing their formation, going to a 3-man front.
Another handout that could be a face mask. We'll wait and see. Looks like he does get the first down. So they'll stop the clock here to reset the ball. No face mask, so reset the ball, and we're away. Under 40 seconds to go here. And Denton Guyer still taking their time.
Yeah, so
this is very interesting.
They may be taking it right here.
Yeah, at this point you're thinking one more play here.
About a 2-second difference between the game clock and the play clock.
And it looks like they will just take a knee into halftime. So there you go, halftime here. Well, we're not at AT&T Stadium, but halftime there at AT&T Stadium, and it is surprisingly for most, maybe outside of the Denton Guyer community, 14-13. Denton Guyer leading Westlake at half, and this is going to be a tale of 2 halftimes in the locker room. And one side, Denton Guyer is going to be ecstatic with how they've played, but as the coach, you're going to have to tell him, hey, this thing ain't won yet. On the other end is Todd Dodge, kind of the first time they've really faced adversity this far into a game all season. How is he going to get his players ready for the second half? Really some interesting storylines heading into the second half.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like we said, we don't remember the last time Westlake trailed, and we sure don't remember the last time they trailed at halftime. So Coach Dodge is not used to giving speeches at halftime where he's down or where it's even a competitive game. So this is, I mean, you would have to think he's the more experienced coach in this. He's got more wins under his belt. I mean, almost more than anybody else. But he's not used to playing from down. So we'll have to see how he faces adversity.
Well, we'll take a little break. We're going to get out, stretch our legs, do all that fun stuff. We'll put on some background music while we do so. And see you guys in about 30 minutes, or 24 minutes, I should say, for the start of the third quarter. And, man, we got a doozy on our hands. Westlake's getting the ball when we come back from halftime. Thanks for joining in with us. And like I said, we'll be back in about 24, 25 minutes. Don't go anywhere. right, third quarter about to be underway here. Well, here in Houston, but there at AT&T Stadium. And, of course, Westlake will get the ball to start the third quarter. And what a key, it feels weird to say, but what a key first drive it will be for Westlake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we said they haven't faced adversity all year, at least from a football standpoint. So how they deal with that is really going to show how good of a team they are, And this may be, maybe we underrated Guyer all year. Maybe we saw that Atascocita defeat and said, well, they're good, but they're not a top 3 team in the state, and they have proved that they are just that in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, really going to be key here. I mean, we all thought this was going to be a pretty easily Westlake win, and so the defense has come out to play for Denton Guyer.
I mean, Klubnik only 6 for 11. 84 yards and a half. We see 84 yards and a half all the time from Klubnik, but it's because they're up by...
Hey, Scott, game will not be shown here. It is on Valley Sports, so they have the streaming, or I guess not even streaming rights, because it's on either DirecTV or Xfinity.
The TV rights.
Yeah, so it's DirecTV channel 676, Xfinity channel 37. That's why we're here, so people that don't have it can watch it, or can at least see what's going on. So, big first drive coming up for Westlake whenever they kick off here shortly.
Coach Dodge only losing 11 games at Westlake in his 8 seasons there. And this is the last hurrah.
Lots of debate going in the chat right now about who's the best football team out there in the nation. So getting a lot of talk on that.
Get back there in the chat. We're having some network issues here, but I can moderate a little bit.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I love a healthy debate in the chat about who's better. Who's the best college or Texas, or not Texas? Who's the best high school football team in the nation? So here we go. Quarter about to get underway, and this one goes out of bounds.
Yeah, they finally got the one that they was looking for early in the first half.
So Westlake has the ball, going to get pretty good field position to start.
I don't know. I know a lot of teams. A lot of people will say that IMG is probably one of the best teams in the nation, which is true. But I mean, they recruit like a college program,
right?
So.
And I think that's part of the debate going on right now. That Modern Day,
I feel like they go in the same predicament.
You can talk about Serviette and Corona Centennial and all the schools in California. Most of the powerhouses there, all private.
I think going forward to be what would be a good matchup to see like
here we
Westlake
go
versus North
first down and 10. We got a handoff and maybe a new running back in. Looks like number 33 not in the backfield.
Jack Kaiser, I can tell you that.
Number 25.
So maybe they feel
could be
an older back.
Hunter Hinault, the senior. We've seen him. I think he was the lead back coming into this.
Yeah. So a little bit of a change here. Start off, although is he in the backfield right now? I'm not
Kaiser
too sure.
Is back there with him, maybe.
So looks like a pass to Jane Greathouse and just a nice little pitch and cash and got a first down for Westlake. Hey man, the West need to blow this whistle dead. Lots of piling on right now, and looks like maybe the 48-yard line of Westlake. First down. Yeah, he wasn't even in the backfield there. It was 25 and 10. So. Sophomore starting running back not in for this first series so far.
Greathouse, 96 yards.
Yeah,
I think that's all but two completions that Klubnik has.
Handoff on second down, and this is going to be a nice little game for Westlake. And so Westlake's changes in the backfield, paying some early dividends here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Hinault getting some reps for the first time probably since about week 4, week 5.
Getting the ball again, finding some room on the outside. Oh! Hey, he might be gone. No, little slowed down there, and that saved a touchdown. But man, putting him in the backfield has paid dividends early in this third quarter so far.
Man, and from one point, you hate to see Jack Kaiser. The nerves get to him a little bit too much. Has a couple loose balls. But on the other hand, Hunter Hinault, a senior coming into this game, and playing some hero ball, kind of.
Well, here we go. First down and 10. Right in the red zone now for Westlake. And they're going to hand. Now, they brought the man back in, and there you go. He's back in. They said, okay, you know what? We still need you, right? This is some good confidence boost. Don't want to take away all of his confidence. So put him in, and he gains about 6 yards on first down.
Right. I think what they're kind of showing him is it's you. This is not. Guyer is not doing this to everyone,
yeah.
and we've seen you play at a high level before, so go back
looks
in.
Looks like Cade Klubnik dropping back to pass. He has some room on the left side if he wants to run, but instead he lobs it in the end zone for a touchdown. And just that, Westlake moves down the field with such efficiency. That's the Westlake team we're used to seeing. Touchdown, Westlake, and now let's see if they go for 2 here.
Yeah, Bryce Chambers.
And it doesn't look like they will. So playing a little safe so far, so... Maybe this one was wide open. Let's see if we get a better angle here of how he gets open. And yeah, kind of the defender just pushes him and kind of gives him the separation he needed. So an extra point oncoming for Westlake, and it is good. So 20-14 now. Westlake on top of Denton Guyer, and what a great first drive for Westlake.
Yeah, the key in that one was definitely the offensive line. I mean, we're talking about the most decorated offensive line in the state. They've got Bray Lynch to Indiana. They've got Connor Robertson to Texas. They'll have a couple more. TJ Shanahan, another playmaker. But they struggled in the first half a lot. And that was one of the reasons that Westlake kind of spun out of control. Right then, they finally held up, and they gave Klubnik a whole lot of time on that last throw.
Yeah, definitely 100%. And, I mean, I would assume... When you coming from a defensive perspective, when your offense goes out and does something like that, it just fires you up even more, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really gives you the momentum to go out and get a stop to put them back on the field. I mean, I feel like defense wins the ball games, and when you're able to go out and get a stop and put your offense on the field again to be in a position to score, I mean, it really it fires the team up and it gets the guys going.
Yeah, so we'll see what the Westlake defense does here, and we'll see if the Denton Guyer offense can respond.
We got a lot of Southern California
in the
football
chat.
fans in the chat right now.
Well, welcome to Texas football, folks, and the kick is away, and this one looks to be a touchback. So Denton Guyer starting at the 25-yard line.
I mean, Mater Day does recruit like a college program.
So they really do, yep.
You really can't you can't compare that Texas-Cali matchup. I think to really just determine who has better football, you put together a Texas versus Cali All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we saw it this week. Collins Hill from Georgia playing a team in Washington. That one came down to the wire. So I don't think some of these teams would mind playing, maybe listed on those MAC preps, the top 5 playing each other, something like that.
Coming out, passing on first down, and he is going down. What a start for this Westlake defense. Number 91 and then number 90, I mean, just converged on him.
Yeah, Ethan Burke and Colton Vasek. Those are 2 college-level players. We know Burke's going to be at UT. Not quite sure about Vasek, but I do believe he's at that level too. And they get to Arnold in 3 seconds, maybe.
Yeah.
Here we go. Second down and 15 now for Denton Guyer. And it looks like we're going to have one of those little QB runs. And 16 looked to be spying on him a little bit, but still was able to get, I think, about 7 yards. So we'll see what the yardage here in a second. Third down for Denton Guyer. Third down and 9. So, maybe about 6 yards there on second down.
Man, I might have to jump into this debate.
Yeah. You see some stuff you want us to talk about, huh, Will?
I don't know about Quinn Ewers being the one outlier. There's a little guy by the name of Kyler Murray came out of Texas recently, and one of the guys in this game, too.
All right.
There you go, Reason Dream.
A little pressure.
And wide open. Oh, man.
Wide. I mean,
he's making some moves.
Make a couple guys.
Right past midfield. First down, Denton Guyer. That's what you needed on third down there.
He's just finding receivers open. It's really something else because I would imagine he hasn't been doing this all season to this extent where guys are just wide open.
Yeah, well, this is also probably the biggest thing running wise that maybe Westlake has seen as well.
Add in Patrick Mahomes to that list too.
Yeah, I believe Quinn going back to Texas. I mean, it's probably the biggest move without throughout the transfer portal and everything. I mean, he made $1 million at Ohio State.
Over, I think they said 1.5
Oh,
to
wow.
end up with, and I'll make a whole lot more
At Texas, yeah. The offensive line just signed a big NIL deal, creating a pancake house, and I feel like that's going to trickle into his pockets as well.
I think that's debatable about Patrick Mahomes not being a star in high school, but we can agree to disagree.
Here we go. 3rd down and 5 now. And it looks like there might.
Oh!
Is that a block in the back though? I'm not sure, but Denton got it with the 1st down regardless.
Yeah.
That second effort, we've seen it from him quite a few times tonight.
Let's see if we got a little block in the back here.
Yeah,
Just a little bit, yeah. But I guess they're not blowing as many or playing a little tight here. So nice little screen pass or a little bubble here. Yeah.
He's still going.
He's
This
going
could be
to
a
go
touchdown.
all the way.
He's
going to be
stop short.
Just to the 1 yard line.
Touchdown, saving tackle there, and here's where Westlake is really going to regret not going for 2.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be playing from behind.
That 1 point, like I said in the beginning, that it really hurt him. I wouldn't be surprised if Arnold keeps it.
Yeah.
Gets him a second touchdown of the night.
And
Don't think he got in.
No, he didn't. Now I think they'll go to Phillips, give him a bigger push.
Flag on the play
Big
as
back.
well. Let's see what this flag's about. False star. Push him back.
Oh, that hurts him. 1st and goal from the 6.
And that really sets him back. I mean, that's one of those penalties that feels like it's a whole lot more because needing 1 yard, needing 6 yards. It's
Rolling out to the right. He's got to throw it in the end zone.
Oh, that one was nearly picked.
That one was very
Almost
scary,
finished.
yeah. Well, here we go, 2nd down from the 6.
Second and goal.
Think another Jackson Arnold kind of
I think so. I think
run up the middle here. Look like he's about to throw it and run it. Yeah, that's
someone's
exactly what it
fine.
is.
Yeah, he
And,
is fine the whole time.
I
He
think
still
he's
gets
in.
in.
Yeah.
I think that's a touchdown for Denton Guyer.
Yeah.
And yes, it
Yeah.
is. Touchdown, Denton Guyer.
Second touchdown of the night for him.
Every time Westlake seems to get something going, Denton Guyer responds.
Yeah. I mean, Westlake's got to realize at some point they need to go for 2 because it's going to feel like a whole lot more than 2.
Mm-hmm.
When you can know that at best, if Guyer gets a touchdown, they can just tie the game, they're going to feel a whole lot better. They don't want to play from behind.
And the extra point is good.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Once
if
again, Guyer takes the 1 point lead in the 3rd quarter. Go ahead.
if Westlake be able to score this drive, perfect time to go for 2. I mean,
Yeah, 2 possessions in a
Yeah.
row.
Mm-hmm. Raging Stream, what a game. Yes, I think way more close than a lot of people anticipated.
Yeah. Yeah, Cathala, this Westlake defense has only allowed about 6 points per game through the season, so Guyer's offense is just that good.
Yeah, well, and one of the things, I mean, they had to really try and adjust for in the second half was stopping that little, I mean, that's what Jackson Arnold takes a snap. It looks like he's about to pass and just takes off running. And Westlake was not able to stop that on this drive. And that hurt him all the first half and hurt him there. So they're going to have to figure out something soon.
They're going to have to figure out something. pretty soon.
Yeah, and let's not forget, I mean, coming into the year, this Westlake defense had to replace 8 starters.
8
I believe,
starters, Michael Taft, one of them, man. You want to talk about one of the greatest plays ever. It was number 1 in SportsCenter for a whole month. Michael Taft and the interception. They had a great unit.
Kick is going about to the 2, and they're returning it once again.
No.
Questionable return here by Westlake.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
am I gonna eat some crow here?
Oh.
No, it's gonna go down to the 32.
31,
So
32.
That's probably the best return he had all night.
most definitely. So about the 32-yard line here for Westlake. As we know, Coach Dodge's last game.
And they're showing a great montage of him with his family, because that's been the main, storyline of his whole coaching career. He sticks with his family. He coaches his son to a state championship at South Lake Carroll, and then goes with him to North Texas, and then coaches against him in last year's 6A D1 championship. So just an incredible career, an incredible life.
I will say
Coach
to
Dodge.
kind of go off of, I don't know how to say this, but GT Holla, when you look at Westlake compared to Mater Day and their scheduling, Mater Day can kind of schedule, a lot of teams outside of Texas who they want to play, whereas Westlake kind of gets stuck with some
districting, yes.
Yeah, some district opponents who, let's be honest, aren't very good.
Yeah. I mean, they've got like Travis and outside of that, if Hayes isn't having a good year, then they don't have much else.
The Texas versus California debate is real in the chat.
Hey, and I'll give it to you. We had Duncanville and Mater Day, and we almost saw Duncanville win a state championship this year, and Mater Day blew them out. We'll be honest. That doesn't, Duncanville is not the sole representative for Texas high school football. Let's see a North Shore matchup. Let's see a Westlake matchup. So we're not gonna lay down and take this. This is we've seen what Westlake's done all year. We've seen what they've done for the past couple of years. So.
Ask anybody from Texas, they're going to say Texas has the better athlete. So, I mean, if you ask me, Texas has everything you need. Linemen, receivers,
Saturn 123 says we get it.
I don't know if he's talking to us or him, so we'll see. All right. Well, we are here for the Westlake Denton Guyer game, and it's a close one.
The game is not on Fubu TV. No.
Florida, California, Oregon.
And
I'd like to know where Texas ranks.
Florida does have some good athletes.
Yeah,
definitely full of speed in Florida. But how many just powerhouse Florida guys are you really going to see? And you get some here and there, and shifty guys, but Texas has the best overall athletes.
Well, here we go. No problem. Yeah. Unfortunately, Valley Sports has that streaming rights, if you will, or the ability to put it where they want, and they put it on their network, and which is only on I think 2 cable outlets, which is DirecTV and
there we go.
There we go. Hey, we appreciate that. Although, hey, you know what? With that being said, no disrespect to Craig Way, who is calling this game, all-time legend, first and 10 for Westlake, and they get nothing right there. No, so
I think we've been bashing on Bally a little bit over the last few days, but
we'll not bash on Craig Way.
They've got a great crew. They've him. They've got a couple different color guys, and of course Aaron Hardigan and Greg Tepper and Ken Purcell and the whole crew over there. They've done a great job.
Oh wow, look at this! Second quarter, Westlake only had 21 total yards. They had 70, of course, in that first drive. So here we go. Second down and 10, and after that great first drive, kind of slowed down in that little first down. Here we go, Klubnik back to pass, and just overthrew his receiver there. And he knew it right away. 3rd down and 10. Now, this is a big 3rd down and 10 right here. I mean, you had that great first drive. You cannot go 3 and out right now.
No, not. I mean, the momentum is coming back your way. You lose it every time you go up a score.
Yeah.
On defense, but if they can get 2 scores in a row and really solidify themselves again as that team that has been the team to look out for all year, then I think we're seeing the Westlake team that we all know.
3rd down and 10. Clubman back to pass. He's got someone. Ooh, that looks like a first down. It's close. Let's see what the referee says. I think he's going to give it to him. First down, Westlake. Definitely needed that.
That's a good play call there. And they realize they can't go to Great House every time.
Yeah.
Because by the end of the game, he's going to be triple covered. So diversifying your receptions here, who you're throwing it to, it's gonna pay out in the long run for Westlake.
Here we go. Handoff and right up the middle. It seems like 25 really has kind of another year right now compared to 33. No offense, to the starting running back for Westlake. Sometimes it's just not your night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's came in the game
and he's had a little spark.
Yeah, definitely moved the chains for him, sets him up to score, and they're really establishing a run right now.
2nd down and 4 for Westlake. Already less than 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, this 3rd quarter's been flying by compared to the first half.
Klubnik drops back to pass, gets rid of it, and complete pass once again. First down for Westlake.
Here we go. Here Kate Klubnik comes, and you can see it right there. He's getting excited again. He doesn't get too excited on the field, but when you can kind of see his whole mentality, his posture. That's what it really is.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, we wish Valley Sports was on more networks for sure.
Klubnik, one of the most, cool, collected guys on the field. But once he gets off, he's a real excitable kind of guy.
1st and 10 for Westlake at the 39-yard line. Looks like we got a handoff, and Denton Guyer will not let them get any yards. That's going to be a no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming. Parham. I can't really know. Oh, and it looks like 25 is hurt. Looks like a little shoulder there. Yeah.
Probably landed bad.
Yeah. You could see it. He was kind of up like this.
Oh, yeah.
It might be a couple things. Oh, yeah. I think he might have dislocated his shoulder. Oof. We saw that with Denver Harris earlier, too.
Mm-hmm. And the one man that kind of gave them their spark is suddenly out of this game. So we'll see how Westlake can respond here.
Well, now they can bring Kaiser back in. We saw him get a 5-yard rush earlier on. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's got that back. Maybe he's gotten out of his own head. That's what they're going to need.
Westlake's going to hope he did. So here we go. 2nd down and 10 for Westlake. Yeah, let's see if they go. Oh, that might have been an offsides, but play on. Yep, let's move a little screen. He's got a little bit of room. Got one man to beat. He does not get tripped up. Gets about 4 on the play.
That was a real close call right there. Almost a false start.
Shakes, that's a good point. Maybe not go until 2 until the 4th. And I really think it can go either way. Well, Westlake's thinking right now is, hey, we're going to be up by 2-3 scores at some point, so what does it even matter if we go for 2? But they haven't proved it on defense yet.
Sorry, not going to be showing you the screen. Cannot do that. Cannot show you the game. Unfortunately, it's copyrighted, so not going to be doing that. It is 3rd and 7, though, for Westlake here inside Denton Guyer territory. Klubnik back to pass. You got to get rid of it, and not going to be able to connect with Great House. Now, what do you do here? I mean, 4th and 7, is it long enough for your field goal kicker, or do you go for it here?
I'm thinking about maybe neither.
Thinking about punting it away?
I'm thinking about punting it here.
Yeah, definitely not in field goal range here, so we'll see.
Yeah. I'd say you punt it, put them back deep, trust on your defense to go and get you a stop.
And that is exactly what they're going to be doing.
Should be. I mean, they have a great punter, so you never know.
Yeah,
it might be around them.
This is going to be all for naught if they can't knock this down within the 10.
It'd be an awesome.
And it looks like Denton Guyer is going to call a timeout.
I say if they punt the ball down there, try to get a stop inside the 5. You got to really have some gunners to get down there before the ball, though.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Jason, cannot show you the game. Unfortunately, Valley Sports has all the rights to it, so we can't show it. We can't put the audio on for it. So all we can do is kind of show you the score as we go along here. So sorry about that.
Got a lot of Cali fans.
Yeah, we do. We've got a very active Cali fan.
Yeah. Seems like the only school they're mentioning is Maryland.
Guyer takes a timeout. I don't think they were ready for that punt, to be honest. I think they were expecting either a fake or something. This Westlake offense is usually pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I think more risks will come in the fourth quarter as the game gets closer.
I think maybe Denton Guyer thought there could be a fake there, for sure. I mean, you saw the guy come on late. He went and talked to the guy. Now, that could just be setting up, okay, where's the punt going to be going? But Denton Guyer didn't want to take that chance.
Yeah, 3 Heisman winners from Mater Dei. That's impressive.
Wow, I just saw a tweet from our Austin account. Westlake going to be going for a field goal when we come back from this break.
Oh.
No, that's a good question.
Yeah, so Amari Abor is kind of, we really don't know because we had someone say Ohio State. I believe he was wearing Texas gloves. I don't know if A&M has a scholarship spot for him at this point.
Yes, pretty full.
Well, here we go. Field goal coming. This is a 53-yard attempt, it looks like.
That's the NFL range right here.
Well, here we go. This would give Westlake the lead.
They have somebody back deep to recover if it's short.
Kick is up.
Oh,
it's
that
got
looks
the accuracy.
good.
Is it good? It is
Wow!
good! Westlake with the
53
field goal.
53 yards.
Wow, what a gutsy
Kid.
call. That pays off for Coach Dodge. Oh my goodness.
That's Texas high school football.
Yeah.
Not many states are they kicking a 53-yarder.
Yeah. Where the Cali
longest
fans at on that
football, longest field goal and championship history right there.
Definitely.
Wait, official?
Official.
Wow.
I just got the text from Shayna, who's on location.
Oh my goodness, and it was just about that much. Oh, he's hyped up, and it's their first lead of the game since 6-0.
Yeah. First drive.
Well, before the
She said, wait, she says she thinks.
Oh.
She thinks.
I'm pretty sure that's the longest field goal in championship history.
It's got to be close. I mean, yeah, Stream, it was nice, and we could tell you could see the look on our faces from the second that one was kicked. It looked perfect.
Yeah. It had the accuracy to start, and
right at the end there, we thought maybe it wasn't going to have enough on it, but got a little last second steam. And
what a game this has been.
This is getting fun. Now we're getting into how we felt the first 2 games.
Started off a little slow.
Yeah, Westlake has produced Super Bowl winning.
Well, one
in Nick Foles.
Yes. Well,
2.
Produced. Never mind. I thought. Yeah. I was about to say.
One started.
Won the state championship. I was going to say, and that was Drew Brees.
Right.
But yes, I'm sorry. They have produced 2 Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
So you've got to wonder now that Klubnik, could win his second. The top 4 Westlake quarterbacks are Drew Brees, Nick Foles, Sam Ellinger, and Cade Klubnik. You've got to wonder if with the win here, does Klubnik cement himself as the greatest?
I think the greatest Westlake quarterback, when you think just high school level, I would say yes.
Yes, I mean, I think he's already done it, to be honest.
Ryan says, real game starting right now.
It sure is.
And look at that. Everyone's congratulating him. This might be right. This whole kicker thing. I mean, either way, I mean, just a huge turn of events there.
And remember why Westlake has 23 instead of 24?
Yeah,
because he shanked the PAT. That was
a nice stop on first. Well, and don't forget, you don't forget why they kicked the field goal, because they didn't kind of call the timeout.
Right.
So, man, just you love to see that back and forth right there.
Xavier, they asked you to suit up this week.
Maybe. All right, second down and 12. And looks like a little... Oh, nice blitz there. Up. Oh, man. This defense coming alive right now. Look at the sidelines. Man.
We do. We got AJ Holmes in the chat now. What's up, AJ?
What's up, AJ?
He was with us on Thursday night. Man, what a great guy. He played his first ping pong game and dominated Jackson DePasquale.
A little bit more exciting games, AJ, than what you were there on Thursday with.
I don't know. We had a pretty good one
with
Franklin and Gunter.
Well, here we go. Big third down and 18. I think we're going to have that quarterback run that, here, let's see. No, they're going to do a nice little pass. Yeah. Let's see if the defense can get them. And I think they will. Stop them short. Yeah. And fourth down coming.
Now you really just changes the momentum and see what is Denton going to do now.
This isn't their first punt, is it? Since
no,
I think KT Guyer has the ball right now. They're about to punt it to Westlake. And Ivan, you can watch this game on Bally Sports, which is channel 37 on Xfinity and 676 on DirecTV.
What a punt! 30. And by the way, KT, if you do happen to be watching us on the screen, just so you know, the little white dot will show possession. So right now I have it on Westlake because they just took over possession after the punt. So, but if you are just listening, yeah, we'll try and let you know who has the ball, periodically. But Money says you're going off on this Cali stats.
Made Day also recruits like a college program. That's y'all fail to realize. Westlake is a regular Texas high school.
Eanes ISD.
That's right.
Powerhouse Cali.
Here we go. 1:30 left in this one. Klubnik drops back to pass. He's going for it all here. He's got Greathouse. Catch! Oh my goodness! He stays on his feet. Touchdown, Westlake. Oh my goodness. Woo! One play is all you need with this squad. And now, Westlake's starting to heat up. You think they go for two here?
I think they go for two.
Well,
if you miss it,
they got 8 now, so that's a touchdown.
They definitely have a decision to go. I mean, just look at this. I mean, these two have been doing this for a few years now, and just what balance by Greathouse.
He said that obviously loved Christian Edgar earlier this season when Klubnik went down, but he's gonna miss Klubnik next year for sure.
Here we go. They are just going to go for the extra point, make it a 2-possession game, and it is good. So, wow, with 1:17 left in the third quarter, and I accidentally hit 6. Let me readjust my score here. It is actually 30. So let me readjust that. Don't think they have 35. It's 30-21. Westlake. My goodness, what a game!
That's right. Adjustments.
Halftime adjustments.
Definitely.
And we got a comment earlier. Who is this Damone guy? This Damone guy is Damone Green. Played for Heights High School here in Houston. Recently committed to Rice University. Turned out some big Power 5 offers and decided to.
And he has aspirations whenever your football career happens to be over. You said you want to eventually one day be an athletic director. So going to a university like Rice is a good place to kind of get that education to do that.
We texted a little bit earlier. I said, there's not many guys at our age, Damone and I I'm a senior in high school as well, that can, turn down the bright lights of SEC football and things like that, and, nice edits and getting your pictures at the schools, to realize that this isn't the next 4 years, it's the next 40 years.
Yeah.
And you've done a great job of that.
AJ says Greathouse is different, and you're not wrong.
He live.
And who's going to be Westlake's quarterback next year? That's a good question.
Christian Edgar, I think.
Christian Edgar, yeah, he's the one who probably filled in for Cade when he was hurt this year, I would assume.
Yeah, he filled in. Cade went down early October
with a shoulder injury, I believe it was.
It looked a lot worse than it ended up being, for sure. But Edgar led them to several blowout wins. I mean, I think they put up 63 points in a game that he played. You know? Is that
Do you know Xavier?
Yeah. That's the receiver from
That's
Heights.
Xavier. Yeah. Yeah, Westlake's roster is not just seniors. We talked about
Yeah, so it is confirmed, by the way, longest field goal in state championship history. Not just in Texas history, by the way. I mean, there's probably been longer, but excuse me, in UIL state championship game history, the longest one. The previous was 48 yards. All Westlake does is win. Says put money.
Man, we got a split crowd right now. 49% for Guyer, 49% for Westlake, and 2% for California.
Denton Guyer with the ball, 2nd and 4, going to be 3rd and about, let's say 4 still, coming up with 53 seconds and change left in the 3rd quarter. And, they're starting to do a little bit better job kind of keying up on the quarterback for Denton Guyer now, not letting him run the ball so efficiently.
Yeah, now they switch back to the 4-man.
Here comes the blitz.
Whoa,
got him wide open.
Wow.
Oh, wow. First down for Denton Guyer here.
Guyer's still rolling. This offense, one punt and they're down 9 points. So they realize they can't make mistakes against Westlake. Going into the 4th quarter, it's gonna be an uphill battle for them for sure. Way more so than when they were down 6-0.
Yeah. All right. Clock is moving now. Denton Guyer looks like he's going to try and keep it, and gets about 5 on the play. And this might be the end of the 3rd quarter, and indeed it is. Denton Guyer will not run another play. Headed into the 4th quarter, 9-point game. This one is crazy town in banana pants, as some people would say.
Put the 4s up for the last time this season. We're putting the 4s up. Man. An incredible season.
All right, Denton Guyer inside Westlake territory, though, as we move into the 4th here after this commercial break.
Mm-hmm. But Money says Todd Dodge should be tired of getting drenched with Gatorade. That's true. You know they get him on random games too, and they get him in the region finals. So
that'll be he'll walk out with, if he wins tonight, with 7 state titles all time. Yeah. So I think he won 4 with South Lake Carroll, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's true. 4 with South Lake Carroll. 3 with Westlake, and that would be 3 back to back, going for the 3-peat.
So
we appreciate it, FDF. We're having a great time right now. This is the two of our. I mean, we've been on for 11 hours now. So,
yeah, 11 hours, and then me. This is my 9th game of the
coming
week.
Up
we
on
start
6, I think.
Yeah.
So no, none of us are ex-Westlake guys. He's from the Austin area. Damone and I are both from Houston. Here in Houston. I've got a couple friends on Westlake, and he covers.
So basically, looking behind us here, we work for a company called VYPE Media, covering high school sports in different capacities, whether that's live streaming games or just we have magazines. It started in Houston, so and we just like to cover sports, right? So UIL State football is probably the biggest event in Texas sports, and so you wanted to make sure, and we knew Valley Sports. Doesn't have very many partners, so wanted to come out and cover the game for y'all.
We do follow some 6-man. So we actually did. UIL State has 6-man games on the first day, so that was Wednesday.
Yeah. Unfortunately, couldn't do
Right.
Yeah, unfortunately, with the way some of our work schedules lined up, just didn't have anyone available to cover the 6-man games on Wednesday. Otherwise, we would have been there. So, we do some 6-man coverage, but. Unfortunately couldn't cover those this week.
Yeah, Todd Dodge, he's from the Golden Triangle. He's from that Beaumont, Port Arthur, Orange area. He's just one of, a lot of great talent that's come out there from football.
And again, yes, thank you. And thank you for tuning in. So appreciate it. So 4th quarter here, man. A lot more exciting than I think a lot of people thought this one would be. And and right now, obviously, they got Riley Dodge, Todd Son on, and who he's rooting for.
Yeah, and you speculated earlier. Hey, he's the only coach not wearing his high school's gear, but
wearing some blue.
He's wearing some blue.
Yeah,
so he's not wearing a black and red. I can tell you that.
They want your friend Xavier there wants you to says give Damone the truck stick.
Man, I wish. I used to play running back in middle school, but got to high school,
Nice.
Fort Davis Indians. There you go, West Texas.
Riley Dodge, one of. I mean, let's think about how young he is and how much he's done.
All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter now. We got 2nd down and 7. Ball officially at the Westlake 41. Denton Guyer with the ball.
This is going to be a big fourth quarter.
Big fourth quarter. Let's see what Jackson Arnold does here on the 2nd down. It looks like there's going to be another quarterback. That's our man Burke, the Texas commit, with the stop there, only holding him to about a 2-yard gain there.
Almost a TFL for him.
Almost.
They've gotten to Arnold a couple times, but he's
good.
He's shifty.
Yeah.
Arnold is very shifty, and he can get away with a yard or two.
All right, big 3rd down for Denton Guyer. That's a false start. False start by Denton Guyer. Will move him back 5.
3rd and 11. Had a chance to convert there.
Yeah, let's give it up for the 409. Talk about Todd Dodge as a quarterback there in high school. First to go over 3,000 yards in Beaumont, and then went to Texas. Yeah.
Now we talked about doing some shifting and stuff, and that's probably one of the reasons why defense shifts slides, maybe to catch the offense kind of slipping and jump like that. And it worked on that time. All right, 3rd and 11 now for Denton Guyer. And Jackson Arnold back to pass, and it looks like he's going to do his little run. And just Westlake front, the Westlake front just would not let it happen.
I mean, there were 5 different guys that got to him.
Yeah, everybody's winning their one-on-one pass.
Well, let's see what Denton Guyer does here. You think they will punt it, being 4th and 12, but let's see. Yeah, that's right. Can't make those mistakes right now.
And the offensive line from both teams has been the story in the second half. I mean, they won't give an offensive MVP to one of those guys.
Definitely not.
But you want to pinpoint it.
Guyer will be punting here, unless it's fake. Let's see.
Oh, and there was a false start there, yeah.
Once again.
Man, they're shooting themselves in the foot right there. That's a tough one. That's
although at least in this case, unless they were going to do a fake punt, I mean, that's not terrible because it gives the kicker a little more room.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to try to pin Westlake back, maybe get a safety. So maybe it helps them. I don't think it was the intent, though.
And that was blocked. Nearly blocked. Probably should have been. And Westlake will get the ball at the 25-yard line. And let's see if we can see a replay on that. Let's see if they show it, how close that was to another block. Damone, a 5-star on your Retro Bowl team is what Xavier says.
Play Retro Bowl all day.
All right, here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10 with 10:16. I'll adjust my clock here. Westlake at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, Pup Money, you're right on it. Cream of the crop.
It doesn't get better than Texas football.
Kaiser back in.
And he gets about 2 on 1st down.
See, they're not that upset with that. He did what he could with that run. There wasn't really any gap for him to go and hold on to the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. I say the first team to turn over the ball in the 4th quarter pretty much takes the momentum away.
Mm-hmm.
The Cali, Texas beef is
nice catch there. Yeah. Holds on to the ball in another game, 2, 3rd, and about 6 incoming.
Okay, this 2-2-yard gains. It doesn't sound good, but it sets up.
Yeah, third and manageable.
You got a big shot, I think.
Yeah,
they're gonna find Greathouse.
And your playbook is a lot more open right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if they ran the boot counter that they did earlier. Yep.
Right.
Indeed.
Deep shot.
Wide open, Greyhouse. This is a touchdown. Looks like
Man.
we have someone watching the game in the chat because he said touchdown Westlake right before that play. Oh my goodness! And now this one is starting to get a little ugly.
Jaden Greathouse. Wow.
Yeah.
Now you're starting to feel this one.
See, this is what I said earlier. I think someone mentioned it. They're not worried about going for 2 until the end.
Yeah.
I said they think they're going to be up by 2 or 3 scores, and here they are, up 2 scores.
Yeah. Hopefully they be able to stretch this lead at the beginning of the podcast. I said Westlake by 2 touchdowns, so I could be right.
Extra point is good.
Yeah.
37. 21. Fourth quarter, 9:05 left. Man, I know. Talk about. I mean, just think about that for a second. Westlake is fixing the punt. Denton Guyer calls timeout, and you come back and they kick the field goal. That's the momentum. It shifted.
Changes the whole game.
Everything shifted after that.
And they get 2 touchdowns after that.
Well, you know who the MVP is going to?
Yeah.
Jaden Greathouse.
And they can.
Or do they give it to Klubnik?
It's his last game, but
Yeah.
he did have an interception.
He did.
And
But
Cade Clubbing interception happens once every blue moon.
yes,
So.
it'll be interesting to see who they do give it to. The defense. I mean, good luck telling me who's the defensive MVP.
Yeah, I would say either Burke or Colton Vasek.
I mean, do they maybe give it to the Denton Guyer player who got that interception?
Yeah, that would be one thing, but the Guyer's defense
Burke.
just hasn't done anything in the second half.
Yeah, I think they'll give it to Burke. I mean, he started off the game, had a lot of QB pressures, and then he got a sack, which really changed the momentum in the second quarter. So,
Well, appreciate that. We try to make it exciting for y'all, knowing that you can't watch the game, so we try to make it a little more exciting.
And this is our last game of the
Last
year.
game, yeah.
This is it for us. We don't have any more football until August. So.
For high school football.
For high school football.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is our life. We'll be at every 7-on-7 tournament as soon as high school football comes back.
That's right. Now this is starting to look a little more like a Westlake game, up by a few scores here, and kind of. Hey, this is kind of what I kind of said, right? A couple of score game here,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
just didn't happen the way we thought it would, We thought maybe Westlake would start out 14-0, 21-0, and then they'd start to trade shots. What happened was Westlake was not ready in the first half at all. It was Westlake was not playing like themselves out there, and we said Coach Dodge has got to give his rare down at halftime speech, and once he did, everything changed.
Everything, yep. Well, one of the common phrases throughout the state tournament is you need points here, and Denton Guyer definitely needs points here.
definitely.
Yeah, not only this is a put away drive for Westlake on defense. It's been there. They've given up 21 points, but this Westlake defense, they've played really well since they figured out that you can't leave wide receivers wide open. This has been the defense that we know.
$236 yards.
Oh wow! New 6A championship game record: 236 yards receiving for Jaden Greathouse on only 7 receptions with 3 touchdowns to boot. Yeah, I think it's safe to say he might be the offensive MVP.
Yeah.
And they just showed a great shot of Greathouse with all of his friends there. I mean, and this is really what's special about the Westlake team is that these guys have played on the same team or in the same league since they were 4 or 5 years old, and small little. Not saying that Westlake is small, but a tight knit community there.
Touch back on the kickoff, and so Denton Guyer will take over at the 25. There you go. They just shot it right now. 53-yard field goal, longest field goal in UIL.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's not just at the 6A level. That is at all levels.
No, it's just the 11 man.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that means the 6A has someone in 6A might have longer.
Well,
right? Because if it says in UIL championship 11 man history, it would have just said UIL history. That means 6 man might have a longer one. Yeah.
Might be 55.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Big drive for Jackson Arnold and Denton Guyer here, starting at the 25-yard line. And they're going to get 1 yard maybe.
See,
His defense is keying up on that run now.
He can get back to the line and he can get a yard. It's not going to help them get back into this game.
No, not at all.
Put Money says Todd Dodge is going to leave the game a champion like he always does. Love it. Here we go, 2nd down and 9. Jackson are going to do a quick little pass. Number 13. Looks like he's got the 1st down. What a hit! What a hit!
Somebody's bringing that truck stick.
That's a big boy for Guyer, though. I don't think we've seen him all game.
Oh, this is his first reception tonight.
Yeah, Dylan Rivera, he's 6'1", 240.
1st down and 10, and hurry up now for Denton Guyer.
He's locked up inside right now.
Jackson Arnold going to do his little quarterback run. Going to get a really good run here.
He got
Gonna
some great blocks there.
Right at midfield. Denton Guyer moving the ball here. Go a little hurry up, which definitely helps put the Westlake on their toes a little bit. 1st down and 10 now for Denton Guyer.
Jump.
And
Sack.
Ethan Burke with the sack.
Third
Oh, it's
Oh,
a
what
fumble.
was it?
Wow.
What are they going to say?
Strip sack. Second.
It looks like they're trying to say that.
Fumble.
I don't know what's
Forward
going on here.
pass.
Yeah, I think they're saying an incomplete pass here. Let's see what they say.
It's going for Burke's 3rd sack of the night. Forward pass.
So intentional grounding is what they're going to call it. So either way, not a good play right there. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he throws that. That is a pass, and that is a intentional grounding.
Trying not to take the sack causes him more yards.
Mm-hmm.
2nd down and 14 now for Denton Guyer.
Wouldn't be surprised if Donald keeps it. Yeah.
Oh.
Pressure's there.
And they're keying up on him now. Yeah.
You mentioned it earlier. Every single man on the Westlake D line is winning their assignment every single down. I mean, he's got no time there. Arnold. I mean, look at this. They're being double teamed and getting through guys. This is
You're rushing 4. I mean, you can't.
Oh, so Gus, it's not official yet, but it is assumed that the defensive coordinator Tony Salazar will be taking over this job. He's turned down a lot of jobs in the last few years, waiting for this.
Oh, nice
sack.
blitz.
And
that might be another intentional grounding. We'll see.
I think they're gonna not give it to him out of
Out of
mercy right
yeah.
here. Yeah.
Looks like we have some type of recruiter in the chat, Ariza. He says, my name's Menifee, I'm a recruiter. College recruiter? I don't know.
Troll maybe.
Troll, we'll see. Dodge Chapman are winners.
Yeah. So Riley is not. We would be very surprised to see Riley as the next head coach at Westlake. He has moved his family to Southlake and made it clear that's where he wants to be.
I don't know. I don't know who this Ariza guy is. Here we go for the punt. Almost get it again, man. Yeah.
That's second close block of the night.
And they got one to start off the game.
Yeah. Special teams has definitely been an important game.
Yeah, this game's only 16 points, but Florida boy, it looks like Westlake's about to run up the score.
Well, doing that traditional Westlake football.
And they're showing Drew Brees and his state championship run with Westlake in 1996. And it looks like that was
15.
an old in the original Cowboy Stadium.
Yes. And now they're just probably going to hand it off a little bit, try to run out that clock. Get about 4 or 5 yards on first down as we get close to the halfway mark of the 4th quarter.
So Westlake has 250 yards, total yards in this half. Guyer only has 137. And I'm surprised to see that Guyer has 137.
Well, it's probably a lot of that probably came on that one touchdown drive they had after Westlake had taken the lead. Here we go, 2nd down and 6. 6.5 minutes left to go in the second. Another handoff for Westlake and almost up in the backfield, but it ends up getting about 3 yards out of it. So 3rd down, about 3 coming up.
Definitely moving the ball, going to run out the clock.
Yep. All right, third down and 3, less than
Active
6
chat
minutes.
tonight.
And a little miscommunication there. And looks like that's going to cost them. Not going to pick up the first down there. I don't know why Westlake's pointing well short of the first down.
I think they'll go for it just to keep the momentum in their hands.
I don't know though.
You risk quite a bit here,
Yeah.
but they may that may be a risk they're willing to take with the momentum they have, like you said.
Yeah, he's saying punt. What it sounds like, right? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely punting.
Smart choice here. Don't risk anything when you're trying to walk into the sunset as champion, right? If you're Todd Dodge.
You gotta watch the fake punt here too, though. That's the thing. Oh, see.
I don't think they're gonna get it off here. Yeah. Hard count and.
I think we got a timeout before the delay game. Yep, timeout by Westlake.
So Tony Salazar is actually the defensive coordinator at Westlake.
Pack 9 and 8.
Hey, Westlake is trying to burn some clock. They ran it 3 straight times. Came up just short of the first down. Wow. All the 12 championship games combined, attendance 217,515. I mean, that's why Texas football is king, right?
Yeah.
Forget about who's bad, which state's better, this or that. Texas football, people show up. I mean, we had a two-way game, in the, I think it was third or fourth round, Shiner or Furio, 13,000 for a two-way game where the total combined population of both those towns is like 1,000. Yeah, it's like 1,000, right?
Yeah.
So something small like that, or at least it's something crazy.
Yeah. And we had over 45,000 people at a single game at
Yes.
11 o'clock this morning.
Yes. So Westlake fixing to punt here.
No snap.
Get it away barely. Yeah, there's been some really close almost pump blocks here, and he's gonna try to return it here and get nothing.
Yeah, stop short.
That's right, Gus. Greathouse is only a junior, and gonna be one of the receivers to watch for sure as a senior next year. All right, Denton Guyer with the ball at the Denton Guyer 31-yard line. 4:49 left in this one. Jackson Arnold going to step back to pass and met in the backfield immediately.
Wow.
That's about their 6th sack of the night.
Yeah,
I'd like to get
Well,
a pressure percentage on him.
And especially right now, I mean, you really can't expect him. Oh, Bark getting a little chippy here. Yeah. I mean, right now, you really don't think he's going to be running as much, right? Was that a new quarterback?
No, that was actually the running back.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, but anyways, you don't think Jackson Arnold is going to be running as much anymore, so just going to tee up on that pass. And there we go, a little quick pass
2-yard
there.
gain.
Yeah, and it stays in bounds, so the clock continues to run, and third down and long coming up for Denton Guyer.
And this is, if they even want to think about getting back into this game, you've got to get a deep shot soon. And I mean, two-down territory for sure.
Gotta go deep, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do the little QB keeper.
Here we go. Under 4 minutes now. And yeah, he's going to run right up the middle, and he's going to throw it. Incomplete.
Late hit on Arnold.
Well, that's the game right there.
Well, we got one more down, I think. Ooh, right there. Yeah, that's it. They sent the punting unit out there.
Yeah, that's the game.
I mean, but at this point, that's just admitting defeat, right? If you're not going to go for it here.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. Yeah, the Guyer fans are too.
Well, they thought they were in this up until midway through the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes the punt. Almost blocked once again. and going to get it right at the Westlake 45. So, hey, a couple of first downs. If the guy doesn't decide to take a timeout,
if Guyer's not going to go for it on fourth down, I hope they're not calling timeouts, right?
Yeah, I mean,
that's the game right there. I mean, there's nothing you can do.
There we go. Going back to 2013, Denton Guyer versus San Antonio Brennan.
What you think about those uniforms?
I do like the icy whites, but I think the helmet needs a little pizzazz, right?
For a team so good, I think they can be a little less generic.
They had Nike on this back then.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Look at that. Different trophy back then. We were talking about trophies earlier. Well, here we go. We got a run on first down for Kate Klebnick. He says, well, maybe I might try and take that MVP from Greyhounds.
He's going to have to try real hard. But he has one.
Picked up the first down, but did step out of bounds. Keeps the clock from running, so a little mistake there. Put Money says, Guyer folded like laundry in the second half.
Mm-hmm. Westlake came out and played like Westlake.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
They made those adjustments they needed to make. First down and 10. Westlake inside Denton Guyer territory. They're going to pick up about 4 on first down, and clock will continue to move.
Yeah, I don't want to say that Westlake is running up the score, but I think Klebnick, if this is going to be his last drive, he's going to want to get one more touchdown. Yeah. Maybe take it in himself.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a little QB power.
Wow, Gus. Looking forward to the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine. Bought his first issue in 1971.
Wow.
Has one ever since. That's dedication right there. Under 3 minutes to go now. Second down and 7 for Westlake. Again, inside Denton Guyer territory at the 33-yard line. We're going to get a handoff here and bounces out to the outside, get down, stay in bounds, and he does not. That's some young inexperience right there. 2:37 to go now, and that's just some inexperience as a sophomore right there. You got to get down and keep that clock moving. I mean, third down, you could be less than 2 minutes by the snap and pick up the first down. This one's over, but he'll learn on that one. He'll learn.
A lot of learning to do for him.
That's right. And hey, it's all good, Gus. Will has a little bit of a he's got some inside knowledge in the Westlake community. He's got some friends on the team, so that doesn't mean he knows who the next head coach is going to be.
I don't know who the next head coach is.
He just is really familiar with the Westlake team, I should say. There we go. Third down and 2, and gets the first down and more. That's no.
Oh, come on.
He said, no, I'm not going to score on me. So first down, you can really nail it down if you want, turnover on downs. But, I mean, really just take a knee and this one's over.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's gonna get him a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I mean, we are talking about one of the greatest Texas high school football players in 2 years. Never loses a game. 2 state championships at the highest level. Playing for one of the most notable teams. What a career.
And they're going to hand it off to number 33, who gets down to the 6. And like I said, the clock will run on this one. Probably won't snap it until just about 1 minute and 40 seconds to go here, if around there. And he might be getting up a little slow, so he looks fine. Second and goal now for Westlake. Again, they're letting the time run all the way down. This one will probably be snapped around 1:42. And going to pick up a few more yards. Going to be third and goal from the 4-yard line here.
Getting closer and closer.
I wonder if Todd Dodge is tired of hoisting that championship trophy. I think he's going to miss it pretty soon.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone ever gets tired of posting those trophies.
No, I don't think so. Maybe he'll come to some of those South Lake Carroll plays.
And North Shore has won 3 in 4 years. Westlake just won 3 in 3 years.
Repeat.
The ultimate dynasty right now.
Last repeat champion.
And there you go. We just talked about it.
Yeah.
Alito, who South Oak Cliff.
Yeah,
they got past them. Yeah, on the way to
semis.
Yes, on the way to their first state championship this year.
First win for a Dallas ISD team since 1958.
Kate Klebnick keeps the ball. He's looking to score. And we'll see what happens. They gave it to him.
Klubnik
Hey,
touchdown
he was short. Well, I mean, you can give it to him.
for the last time ever.
We'll see. We'll call it a touchdown for the moment, and
He
we'll
was
see.
definitely short.
Yeah, he did look short, but of course, in this case, and the rest at the high school level aren't used to this. But I think this ref might have said touchdown because he knows he can review it. Because in the state games, you do get the review. So, it's one of those things where maybe he says, let's take a look here. He definitely wanted it. Gets past the first defender and, clearly short. So, 4th and goal. I'm going to go ahead.
Yeah, I saw that one. He was short. They go right back to him.
Yeah.
Just what
Just run the same play.
Yeah.
Clearly down. 4th and goal. And more importantly, 4th and goal, and the clock's going to run. So, ooh, yeah, this is good right here. Leal says, must have Mr. Campbell on the cover. I don't think it's any doubt in anyone's mind. I mean, they really haven't said anything yet, but I think 100% Dave Campbell will probably be on the next cover this year in memoriam, as he passed away, sadly, this week. So, thoughts and prayers definitely to the Campbell family and, the Dave Campbell staff. And
AT&T had a great gesture putting up a little shrine for him in front of the press box, and there's been some great things done and great words said by people in the community. And, and Greg Tepper said it best. He died the week before state. His funeral was yesterday, and he would have hated if anyone missed state for that.
Well, here we go. Obviously, this is going to be our 4th and goal from the 1. Just waiting for the ref to announce it. There we go, 4th down. And waiting for the clock to stop here.
Oh, we appreciate you tuning in, Lael. All the way from Seattle. We had people from Europe. We had VYPE Worldwide.
VYPE Worldwide, yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in. Glad we can give you the game here. It's one of those things where we know a lot of people don't have Valley Sports, so want to be able to show everyone who wants to know what's going on and keep them updated. So, waiting for the clock to wind here. Oh, I guess maybe they said he was out of bounds, maybe. So, there we go. Clock is winding now. So, let's see if they decide to take a little time. Nope, they go right for it, and Klubnik is
false start. Wow.
Come on.
What a changer for his first last down.
We're getting chippy with 56 seconds left.
Hey, Texas is your home. Couldn't agree more. I lived in California for about 7 years, and Texas is always my home. And yes, thank you for tuning in.
And stick around a little bit later. We'll close it out. We'll get the MVPs. So don't go anywhere.
Kevin Swain, Florida Texas High School Champion Challenge win.
Book it.
Definitely. All-starter number 66.
KT Lloyd says 3-peat. Yep.
Westlake offensive lineman.
Appreciate that raging stream. Glad you tuned in and got to see Todd Dodge. Well, not see, but listen to Todd Dodge win his 3rd.
Ain't even going to get
going for the field goal now. So going to make it a 40-21. Put money. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right, here we go. Field goal coming up for Westlake.
Mark Saye, a senior as well, and he hits the field goal.
That one is good.
It'll be the last of his high school career.
Yeah.
Likely last of his football career. So you talk about guys like Klubnik, and we really wanted to see him get the last touchdown, but we know that he'll have a couple more.
Definitely.
On Saturdays and probably on Sundays at some point.
Great ball game. Definitely started off rocky. Player of the game. Great house. You know who's it going to.
Yeah, he did. Todd Dodge is a little young in retirement.
59, yeah.
Yeah, and as we know, a Texas Longhorn legend. And I think Riley Dodge, when he was interviewed by the Valley Sports Crew in between the second game and this one, he said he's probably going to be playing a lot of golf and hanging out with his grandkids. Yeah. So pretty sure that's going to be it. But you do kind of wonder, is he going to start missing it and maybe come back? Maybe when his grandkids are into high school. We'll see.
There's going to be every program in the state knocking down his door. I can promise you that.
7 receptions, 236 yards, 3 touchdowns. Man.
Greathouse is a junior, so this Westlake team is not going anywhere.
No.
And remember, they they won a state championship before Klubnik was the starter there.
Yep.
So
that was that year where they rotated 3 quarterbacks for
right.
most of the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until a certain point.
Yeah.
Or at least in the beginning of the year. I remember they rotated the 3 quarterbacks.
Lemieux was the one that ended up winning it for him.
Is Greathouse a senior or a junior?
He's a junior.
Junior, there you go. And this one going to go into the back of the end zone. He's got to just run it out. He says, got nothing to lose at this point. And he's got some room here on the right
nice.
side. He's going to get to about the, let's call it the 28 here. There is a flag, though, of course.
Back,
as you see on a lot of returns, you're going to probably get a block in the back here. Now we got a couple more plays before this one's over.
21. Definitely won about more than 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he said 2 touchdowns coming into it.
Yeah.
Well, if the score holds up, I believe this will be their closest game this year.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, Guyer did play better than Katie. I don't think that's
definitely.
I mean,
it was 38-0 at halftime in the Westlake Katy game.
It was 14-13. Guyer was leading this game at halftime.
Well, 21-20 in the third quarter for Dan Guyer too. So, and then just Westlake finally found remember who they were.
Yeah, they found their groove. Got a chance to establish the run game before the new running back went down.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's starting to set in.
It's got to be like, whoa. He's always saying, we're focused on the next game, and there's no next game for him.
No next game. And you kind of wonder if he's going to kind of linger, in AT&T Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe be the last one to leave.
Nice hugging TJ Shanahan right there, who was, that's not TJ Shanahan, but one of his players. Aiden Ponce, one of the seniors, and think about all the things that he's done with that class. I mean, that's 3 state championships. A lot of these guys played varsity that year. That would have been their sophomore year, and back to back.
Tears of joy and some tears of sadness.
Yeah.
All right, first down from the 7-yard line. Here we go. Gonna roll to the left and throw, and that's gonna be incomplete.
Stop the clock.
Yeah, 28 seconds left in this one. Things getting a little chippy now, and no harm, no foul.
Burke he's always there for his teammates, so.
And Westlake not happy with that at all.
Coach Dodge.
All the coaches on the field.
Oh, and he said some not TV appropriate words when it came out.
Here we go.
Second down and 10.
In the second half.
Jackson Arnold is going to hand it off here, and this might do it here. Let's see if there's another play. 23 seconds left now, and getting a little chippy. I mean,
all right, let's stop this.
Yeah.
I mean, this game is...
Clock is still running. That's going to be it. 10 more seconds, but this one is over. Your final 42-21. What a game. Westlake, you're back-to-back-to-back state champions. Three-peat. Gotta love it.
Great program.
Just a dynasty in every sense of the word.
There we go. Wow, I put Denton Guyer there. Wow, I kind of failed there on that one. So I need to get that fixed and get to Shayna. And
4th title in school history.
And 3 out of 4 in the last 3 years. That's
I'm curious to see who the defensive MVP goes to.
Yeah, could go to a couple guys. I mean, like we said before, it could still be a Guyer player, but they really didn't perform well defensively in the second half. Yeah.
I think it'll go to number 17 from the Westlake defense.
Mm-hmm.
Really just set up the game with the return block punt. Got under the radar there. It would be nice to see Austin Westlake play North Shore.
Yeah, they played them last year. Game went down to the wire. Not many went down to the wire after that. The Westlake back to 2019, 2020, 2021. And they actually win 2 state championship games in 2021 because of the changes in the schedule
yeah.
last year. That championship game, January 14th, I believe, of this year, and December 18th of this year. Yeah, 7th state title for Coach Todd Dodge. 4 with Southlake Carroll, and 3 straight with Westlake.
Probably goes into the Texas High School.
He's already there. He's already in the
Fame.
Texas High School Hall of Fame. Went there, I believe, during his time with North Texas when he left high school for a while. Came back and started another dynasty.
Yeah, turned it up a notch.
Well, we'll wait for some MVPs, and that'll do it for VYPE's coverage of the 2021 Texas high school football season.
All right. I don't know if you did you see Ronnie's comment yet.
I haven't.
Oh, it says Cade will either push DJ to be better or he will be the starter next year.
Yeah, it'll be interesting there. Yeah, I'm not so sure the Devil will start.
Katie Lloyd, the Kyler Murray Allen team versus this Westlake team. We all got. Ooh, man, that's so hard.
See, I can't.
I
wasn't around for that.
Here we go.
Team.
What you got?
I would have to go with Allen.
Yeah.
Allen?
See, I wasn't around. I wasn't covering high school football during that Allen run, but everything I've heard is that they were, unstoppable. You could put them against any team.
Now, the game I would want to see is that Allen team versus the Alito 2018.
All right, here we go. Now I can finally put this up now that I fixed the graphic here. Sorry about that. Or 2021 6A2 champions, Westlake. So there we go. But Todd Dodge needs a statue in Texas. Maybe not in Texas, but maybe Westlake at least, or some type of plaque at least.
Well, in Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
In several different spots in Texas. Maybe one in Austin, one in Westlake Hills, and one in Southlake.
Yeah. Waiting now for the MVPs before we get on out of here, but I mean, gotta love this one. I think you think offensive MVP, Jaden Greathouse, and really don't know who the defensive MVP was. I mean, really.
Zach or Burke. I mean, there's about 3 guys.
I think they'll give it to Burke. Is he a senior?
He is a senior.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Burke. I mean, he had about 4 or 5 sacks tonight.
Mm-hmm.
One strip sack.
Look at that. 236 receiving yards, 6A championship record, 3 touchdowns, ties championship record. Definitely gotta imagine he's the offensive MVP.
You've got to, yeah. That's gonna stir up a little bit. Cade Klubnik getting a handshake and a hug from Riley Dodge.
I wouldn't look too much into that. I kind of tried to stir up some stuff when I pointed out to Will that he wasn't wearing any Southlake gear, but he's just wearing that blue to represent his dad there.
Yeah, KT, that's a great comparison. Jaden Greathouse to Jatavius Sanders. Jatavius Sanders could play a whole, a bunch of different positions, and that's the main difference between them. But at receiver and at tight end, Greathouse and Sanders have about the same level of dominance.
Well, look, if he hasn't gotten an offer from Texas better offer him quickly. I don't know if he'll go to Texas, but Texas would be a fool not to at least offer him.
Yeah, everyone should offer this guy. I mean, not to say, I mean, he's had the best quarterback in the country too. As you say,
yeah.
I mean, we'll never know. I mean, because Texas didn't offer Johnny Manziel, didn't offer Baker Mayfield, didn't offer Andrew Luck, and those are all in your state. And I think Andrew Luck wanted to go to Texas, just never got offered.
Yeah. Right? I mean, played about 5 minutes away from our VYPE office right
That's
here
right,
at Tully Stadium.
Yep. I don't think a lot of people remember that. He's right here in Houston. Houston, born and raised.
Yeah.
Ooh, Just Chad says I'll take Kyler over anyone any day.
That's
You know
fair.
what? Yeah, that's not hard. That's hard to argue against.
Kyler Murray is definitely a Texas legend.
And I think people aren't putting Klubnik into this conversation because he's still in high school. I think when you see that, right before the Cardinals-Rams game when you had
there's
Stafford.
Josh.
Oh.
I see him in the top right there. But yeah, I mean, and you think both of these players never lost a high school game.
Yeah.
Of course, we know in Kyler's case, that was 3 seasons, not just 2.
Mm-hmm.
So both these athletes, incredible.
Yeah, then you got like 2 different totally styles of QBs.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got a dual threat, and then you have somebody who's, he's going to sling it, but then again, he's going to take the yards when he has to.
I'm going to be biased against Cade. He's become a great friend of VYPE and of myself over the last couple years, and it's incredible to see Westlake win another one. It's just every single time feels like there's a different story. They had some tragedies over the preseason, and wow,
that's what really motivated them to get this win for their community.
3 really good stories today. I mean, South Oak Cliff, we all know what they've done. First team out of Dallas ISD since 1958 to win a championship. And then North Shore, who people are down on all year, they win it. And Westlake with, their coach's last game and the best quarterback they've ever had, his last game. And
That's right, Gus. Kyler never lost, 43-0, but Kate Clubman never lost either.
30-0.
Now, technically, he lost while he was on varsity, but he wasn't the starter because, as we know, Lake Travis beat them that year, 3 years ago, but he was not the starter.
I don't believe he played in that game at all.
Yeah, didn't play yet. So, semantics, right? Mm-hmm. Really how as a starter, Kate Clubman undefeated. But 43-0, definitely a lot more impressive than 30-0. Let's not lie there. I mean, you had 3 full seasons without a loss. Incredible. I mean, I would have to say, though, we talk incredible runs. Trevor Lawrence didn't lose a game in high school or in college that he started. That's even until the state or his last game, right? In college, didn't lose until his last game in college.
So KT, Westlake was in D1 last year. It's all based on the schools from that district that make the playoffs. So, and
for those that don't know, Texas is a little weird when it comes. So 1A through 5A, you have D1, D2, and then 6A. It's just 6A until the playoffs start, and then they break them up by classification. So, Westlake has a lower enrollment than the 2 schools that got put ahead of them, so that's why they were D2 this year. So last year they were D1.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it really just depends on who in your playoffs make district, because then they go by enrollment. So you go the top 2 teams enrollment wise go D1, the second 2 go D2. So
there's Josh again.
Our own vice correspondent Josh on location, getting that coverage. And here we go, looking for MVPs. Haven't heard nothing from Shayna yet, so she's one of our other correspondents on location. That's who we think it is, right? Gray House on the TV right now. That's who we think it is, and we'll wait and see.
I was talking to my coach earlier this year, really just breaking it down with that D2 bracket. I mean, normally anytime Katie's in Division II, they typically win the state championship, and Westlake moving down this year definitely gave Katie a run for their money.
There you go. Offensive and defensive MVPs. Offensive MVPs, no surprise here. Jaden Greathouse. Defensive MVP, Colton Vasek.
Yep.
So there you go.
We thought.
There we go, right there. There he is right now. One of the D linemen. He was just in the backfield making
causing havoc.
Yeah, causing some havoc indeed. And again, the offensive MVP is Jordan Greathouse and Jaden. Thank you. I want to turn the floor over to you real quick before we head out. Thanks for coming, and you want to give any shout outs or any last minute words of wisdom? Go for it.
Just shout out to my Heights community, my teammates. Really just thankful for the platform that I've had to impact the younger guys that's coming in. We got a lot of great talent coming up. Shout out to the great coaches that we have there. And really just thank the VYPE for being able to have me on this podcast.
Well, we're glad you were able to make it, and definitely going to be following your career, Rice, and good luck. And, years from now, we'll be coming to you as the athletic director, being like, you want to get your school involved with VYPE. So thanks again for joining us, Will. Thank you for being here these last few days. You've been one of the great VYPE ambassadors that we've had, and a little selfishly, I do hope you end up going to Texas once you graduate. So we can kind of you don't go out of state, so we can keep you on with VYPE somehow. So, and everyone watching, thank you for tuning in with us. We weren't you weren't the only ones that said that Valley Sport is only on a couple of networks. So, thanks again for joining everyone, and that's going to be it. Thank you again for everyone in chat. Last chat will go to KT Lloyd. Same thing they did Shadow Creek. They're doing Katie Paytow. Or Pato, same. Leave them in Class 5A. I think Katie Pato is going to do some good things in 6A. So,
and Shadow Creek did too. I mean, they're up and coming. They won their district this year. So,
all right. Well, that's going to do it for us for this watch along and for the state watch along. Thank you again for everyone. And I'm Josh signing off, and we'll see everyone at the games.